All right, folks. How we doing? How we feeling? We ready to rock? Are we ready to force Game 6 tonight against the Anaheim Ducks? The Oilers on the brink of elimination. The Ducks trying to move ahead here, move to the second round for the first time since, oh my goodness, what year would that have been? 2018? I can't remember the last time they made it past the first round. 2017 or 18 for sure. 2017, they beat the Oilers in the second round. They went to the conference final. What's going on, folks? I'm already way behind on the comments here, so I got to make sure that I'm saying hello to people. Dr. Sandwich, Canadian Ginger, Jagger, Bunny, Falcon, TG, Rab, YOLO, how's it going? Legend of Zelda, Eric, Sarge, good to see you again. Michael, Hockey Art, good to see you again. Zach, Bill Laporte, Ahmed. Oh boy, there's so many people who were tuned in early today. Love to see that. Ducky, Alec, how's it going? How's everyone doing? Immersion, a live bang, good to see you again. Nathan, how are you? Reese, what's going on? Have fun at the game tonight, my friend. Please be a good luck charm. Gotta be a good luck charm here. It's now or never for this group. I mean, whatever they have left in the tank, they're gonna have to do their best tonight. Will they actually be able to force a Game 6? We're not quite sure yet. I am waiting for the official lineups to be posted, and look at that. Bob Stauffer just posted the official lineups for the game tonight. Let's take a look at what we are looking at here. You got Nugent Hopkins with McDavid and Hyman, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Kapanen, Savoy, Dickinson, Rosvik, Dak, Szymanski, and Lazard. No Trent Frederick tonight. No Trent Frederick in the forward group. Trent Frederick is a healthy scratch. You have Nurse with Bouchard, Wallman with Murphy, Ekholm with Emberson. These were the defense pairs that we were talking about in the pregame report today. I am just going to pause this music here so that I can focus. These were the defense pairs that we talked about in the pregame report. I didn't know if they would actually commit to them, but it does look like these are going to be the defense pairs tonight. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. So no Trent Frederick, and then the defense pairs have been all switched around. Savoy, Dickinson, and Roslovic on the third line. That third line's got to come in clutch here, right? Dickinson has been fantastic, and the fact that he's basically played on one leg, yeah. We either lose this game or next we might take one more, but either way, we're probably out of it by the second round, but I want to get to the second round. I want to see it through. I don't want the season to end tonight. It can't end tonight, not like that. Hey, what's going on, Dr. Sandwich? Connor McDavid playing tonight with Zach Hyman. Yep, Hyman with Nugent Hopkins. So they're loading up. Well, not loading. Like when I say loading up, I mean this is the top line that they have gone with for a couple of years now. So I'm also feeling optimistic. I wasn't feeling optimistic this morning. Like when I woke up and when I recorded the pregame report, I was like, oh my God, not feeling great. But there is one specific reason why I am feeling good, and it is because of this. And I could be reading way too much into it, but Connor McDavid, look at the fit tonight. Connor McDavid is a suit and tie person through and through. He always wears a suit and tie to games. He did not wear a suit and a tie today. He wore nice pants, a nice shirt, very formal, casual, right? But it's not a suit and tie like he usually goes with. I feel like Connor McDavid, he's going to will this team into a victory tonight. I just have a feeling. This is the first time I think I've ever seen him on a game day not wear a suit and tie. I think it has to be. It has to be the first time I've ever not seen him wear a suit and tie. Good second line, great third line. I'm ready. I'm ready too, Jonah. I'm ready too. It's, hey, what's going on? Hockey Dude Oiler. Change your name from Abe Queasy to Hockey Dude Oiler. Perfect. You want me to still call you Abe? I'll remember it. I'll remember. He's pretty superstitious, trying to break the funk. I don't blame him. Don't blame him one bit. McDavid fit confirms. Hey, what's going on, Gordon? Good to see you again. Drag him back to Anaheim. Yeah, exactly. Drag him back to California. I know a lot of fans are saying that even if they somehow, some way, do come back in the series, they won't win in the second round. I want to get to the second round to know for sure. Why am I early? I've been going early the entire series just so that we can kind of hang out, get a look at the lines, just kind of hang out with chat before the game starts, get a feel for how the fans are feeling. What's going on, Chilled Grease? Welcome back. Harold, how you doing? Remember the Bill Zito face of frustration? That was hilarious. I do remember that when he threw that water bottle. Holy smokes. Scary. And I guess we can take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard tonight. For those of you interested in what's going on outside of Edmonton, Minnesota's up 2-1 on Dallas, outshooting them 25-11. And the Bruins and Sabres currently locked dead even, one apiece. The Bruins are on the verge of elimination as well. Boston trying to stay alive in their series. Last time I was here, we won, and I haven't been back since. Well, you got to stay tonight, my friend. Good luck, Charm. Watching the Buffalo game. There you go. Very nice. I was watching the Sabres game before I went live. And I watched the Jays win today, which was nice. I got a great feeling. Feels like Edmonton versus Florida 2024 Game 4. Okay, I like it. I like it. Love Zach Hyman has such a golden heart. Yes, he does. I've heard nothing but good things. What am I drinking? Whoa, Thunders with the 5 gifted VIP memberships. We got Liney's check. We got Mr. Jacques. We got JC, Wen, and Holla at You, all getting a gifted membership. If you got a gifted membership, make sure you thank Thunders Productions. Always coming in here, showing the love, showing the support, always gifting memberships to the amazing community. So I appreciate that. This is literally I don't know. It's like I guess it's technically just like a pre-workout, but I like the taste of it. It's just like a energy drink. It's like a blue raspberry caffeine powder with some water. Feels like 2026 Oilers, nothing to be excited about. As a fan, I still get excited. Even when they stink, I still get excited. I don't know why. Maybe that's a me problem. Brandel with the 4-0 prediction. Okay, feeling really confident. I did see that the Sabres crowd. Yep. It's like a blue raspberry like pre-workout. So it's just like blue raspberry flavored like caffeine powder. It's one of those like 6-star like workout things. I don't know. Maybe I can try and find it. It's this. This is what I'm drinking. It's just I wanted some extra caffeine tonight. That's all. I didn't want to drink a Red Bull or anything, so I'm just drinking this. That's what I got. Will you be doing video-wise if Edmonton loses tonight? Will I cover other games? Yes, I will be doing nightly recaps. So basically, kind of like what the hockey guy does at the end of every night. He like goes through each game. I'll be doing something similar. And then, of course, I'll also be doing live streams for the remaining Canadian team, which is Montreal. As long as they remain in it, I will do live streams for Montreal. And then if they're eliminated, then I'll just do watch parties for different games and we can just hang out and chat and, see what the storylines look like as the playoffs progress. But hopefully we don't have to talk about that tonight. Hopefully we can just focus on the Oilers. Hopefully they get a big win tonight. No Dark Ingram picture? Not right now. I could add Dark Ingram back at some point, but Dark Ingram, the last time I had him up on the screen, he didn't have the best game. So maybe we'll leave Dark Ingram off the screen for now. Not giving up on the boys or throwing in the towel. I refuse to give up. Same. I'm not giving up either. Although it probably sounded like I gave up this morning in the pregame report, but it's just... The 279 from Chill Degrees. Let's go, Oilers. I'm using my first super chat on this. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 279 Chill Degrees. I appreciate it. 4 points for Boosh tonight. There you go. I like it. 5-3 Oil. Nurse, 2 goals, 1 in each. Oh, no. Well, as long as the one that goes in the Anaheim net results in a win tonight, we'll be okay with that. That's so funny. I mean, Darnell Nurse has to have set some kind of record for own goals this season, right? That guy has scored a lot of own goals. Also, there's a great interview. Luke Gazdick was interviewing Paul Coffey for Sportsnet, and Paul Coffey was talking about Bouchard and stuff. It's a really good interview. I really like Paul Coffey's demeanor. I like the way he talks about the players. And then they asked Bouchard if there was anything about Paul Coffey's game that he wished he had, and it was Paul Coffey skating. Because Paul Coffey, man, he could just fly. He could fly up the ice. I agree, Bang. I agree. If the Oilers win tonight, it really will. It could plant some kind of seed of doubt in Anaheim if the Oilers win tonight. If Anaheim does not get the job done tonight, I truly believe that it will go 7. Above or below 1.5 Nurse penalties. Ooh, I don't think he's going to take a penalty tonight. I think he's going to be focused. I think Darnell Nurse is going to be dialed in. If Oilers are out, do I keep watching? Oh, yeah, I still watch hockey. I love playoff hockey. I watch all the time. Like I said, I'll be watching for storylines. There's certain players that I like to cheer for. For those of you who are just kind of coming in now, maybe a little bit late since I went live, which was only about 10 minutes ago. Here are the lines for the game. Yo, Mauricio with the 279 super chat. What's going on? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll give you a like on that. Appreciate that. So yeah, already some super chats, already some gifted memberships here. Thank you so much. Hey, what's going on, Jessica? How are you? Pickleball, how you doing? If we get game 3 McDavid, it will be a very long night. Yeah, I mean. Pulling for Buffalo if the Oilers are out. Buffalo is a very fun story. I think that would be pretty fun to watch them go on a run. Pittsburgh and Oil, but at least Buffalo cooking. There you go. Yeah, and hey, listen. Pittsburgh has won 2 in a row now since being on the brink, right? So they're really putting the pressure on Philadelphia. The Oilers tonight, they could do the same thing to Anaheim. A win tonight, you force a game 6, and then you just never know. It's just one game at a time. You are not going to win the series tonight, but you could absolutely plant that seed of doubt a little bit. You could absolutely plant the seed of doubt for the series, that is. If Habs and Oilers are out, then who do I got? So, like, if Habs and Oilers are out of the playoffs, I mean, I think in my bracket I predicted, I think it was Colorado Tampa is what I ended up predicting in the finals, and then I predicted Colorado winning the whole thing. Need the boys to come out firing on all cylinders. The boys win. You get the Cats a fat bag of catnip. I like it, Steve. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll be at the golf course with you. Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to get some golfing in this summer. Probably going to root for Carolina if Edmonton loses, have them winning without buys. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I think I have Carolina, Tampa in the conference final. And then in the West, I have Colorado and Vegas, I think were the 2 predictions that I had out West. How much time until puck drop? Ooh, that's a great question. Probably another like 10 or 15 minutes. Send the Ducks north. Ducks season. Yeah, there you go. What did I miss, Gordon? If I miss your chat, it's honestly better to just repeat what you said, because then when you say miss chat, then I'm trying to scroll up and then I'll start missing other people's chats. 5-1 Oilers, I think they dominate, staying positive. I like it. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? McDavid is playing. Yep. Connor McDavid will be in the lineup. Like how the Cats are standing on stuff. Yeah. I wanted to I like having the Cats involved here. Even if they're not in the room, right? Whenever the Cats weren't hanging out on the cat tree or hanging out on the desk with me, fans were always like, where are the Cats? So now I just constantly have the Cats visible for everyone. Why aren't the Oilers going with Tristan Jarry? Because Connor Ingram is their starter. They gave Tristan Jarry a start. He honestly played good enough to get another start, but I think it's a respect factor to Ingram. I think it was to give Ingram a night off just to try and recuperate, regroup mentally. And I think Connor Ingram's going to come in tonight and play a real solid game. Minnesota Buffalo. There you go. Minnesota Buffalo would be fun because, like you said, yeah, new teams involved in the finals would be. I think that would be good for the league. Had a big dental appointment today. But I'm here. Let's go, Oil. I'm happy you're here, Spiky. Hopefully it went okay. The word cats is giving me PTSD from past years. Oh, no. Yeah, my bad. Except these cats are way better than the Florida Panthers. Way better. Oilers Sabres final. Could you imagine how crazy that would be? I think he'll be fired even if they win tonight, Bryce. Even if they move on to the second round, I think the only thing that would prevent Chris Knobloch from getting fired at this point, and I'm not trying to feed into that negativity, obviously. Like, it's not like I'm actively like, hey, he's for sure getting fired, because I truly don't know. Thank you for the gifted membership, Alex. Appreciate that. I do think, unless they win a Stanley Cup, Chris Knobloch is gone regardless. Hey, appreciate that, Spiky. The cats love you. Just know that. The cats love all of you, too. You see my text in the Discord about my new routine? Hope that works. I don't think I saw it. I haven't been on Discord much today. What's going on, Zach? It's going good. It's going good, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Ready for a big game tonight? And the thing with Chris Knobloch, too, is that I think at the time, right, they hired him when the team needed some calmness and stability, and I agreed with the hire at the time. And Chris Knobloch is obviously, you can't really argue with results, 2 consecutive Cup finals, but I do think the team right now, it needs a different voice behind the bench. It needs someone that's a bit more intense. It needs a bit of a dictator back there, someone that shows a bit more emotion. I think this team has become emotionless over the past 2 years, especially in the regular season. How many games did we talk about this season in like fan reactions and stuff? Even when the team would win some games, they looked miserable. They didn't look happy scoring goals. Like, I want a team that is emotional. I want them to ride those highs and then try not to get too low. It's like the team thinks that the only games that matter are the playoffs, but they got to start finding joy in other aspects of the game too. And I think that's where Chris Knobloch has kind of really lost the room a bit for me. As a fan, I just don't like how no one ever seems happy in Edmonton. Hey, what's going on, Mesmer with the $6.99? Do you think if the Oilers rally back, Knobloch's job is safe? Like I said, I think the only way Knobloch's job is safe is if they win a Stanley Cup, in my opinion. I would like Bruce Cassidy personally, or John Cooper. Bouchard scores first goal. Who do you have? Ooh, that's a great question. I think Matt Savoy is due. Matt Savoy is due to get his name in this series at some point, right? Savoy's had a very quiet series. I'm going to go with Matt Savoy. If the Ducks lose their coach, no, they'll keep Quenneville. Anaheim's playing with house money right now. That's a young, up-and-coming team. Not a lot of expectations. They're building for the future. I think Quenneville's job will be fine. Yeah, John Garrett passed away. Very, very sad. I remember listening to him when I was younger. He'd be on Oilers broadcasts. Throw Gene Principe in the net at this point. Oh, no. That's so funny. Ooh, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. What time is puck drop? About 10 more minutes or so, I think. Roughly. It's a bit of a later puck drop tonight. I went live a little bit early just because I wanted to chat with the fans and hang out for a bit. Who's in net? It is Connor Ingram tonight. Connor Ingram is in net tonight. Had all the emergency work done. Tooth is looking at basically brand new. Hope all has been going well for you on your end. Things are going great. I'm glad that things are great on your end as well. That makes me very happy. Yeah, no worries, Stick. I got you. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to do good commentary tonight. Philadelphia Flyers and Dallas Stars in the final, says Anthony. Okay. How's the heart rate been? Well, we're hovering in that 80 to 90 range, so not too bad. It'll probably increase a lot once we get closer to puck drop, and then once the puck is dropped, the heart. See, as soon as I start talking about the heart rate going up, it does start to go up. Your dad said it's unlikely for the Oilers to come back. I know your dad's being a realist, but I know that you're being very positive, and I know that you are going to will this team to victory tonight. Believe. Hope will never die in oil country. Hope will never die in oil country. I was wearing my Davo jersey today. My math teacher was wearing dry, so I told her I didn't know it was twin day today. I love that. Don't need cardio, just watch the Oilers. Exactly. Oh, my goodness. Hyman will score first goal. I like it. Zach Hyman, if he could have a big night here, that would be fantastic. There's a storyline no matter who. Tampa has Perry. Pens have Skinner. Buffalo has McLeod. Oh, yeah, you're right. You are right. And then Carolina obviously beat Edmonton in 2006. Do you think the Oilers being back at Rogers will give them home ice advantage and an energy boost? I do think so. I think this team, if they're going to have any chance to win tonight, they have to jump on top of Anaheim early. If they can jump on top of Anaheim early, I know Anaheim is a very good second period team in this series, but the Oilers have to give themselves the best chance to win, and you got to get on top of them first period. You got to jump out to an early lead here. It would be pretty historic, Gordon. There hasn't been a team come back from 3-1 down since 2023, and it is pretty rare for it to happen, although it's not completely unheard of. The community's on edge. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fans definitely are nervous, right? Nobody wants to see their team go out, especially in the first round when you're supposed to be in a Stanley Cup contention window. Kapanen, I like it. He already has 4 goals this series. Kapanen's done his job. Yeah, that's the other concern too, Everett, for sure, is the health of the team is definitely not great. Ooh, got the popcorn ready there, Mike. I love it. Best snack. Popcorn goes great with anything. Whether you're watching a movie, watching sports. You could throw the Weather Channel on, and if you got a bucket of popcorn next to you, that even makes the Weather Channel very entertaining. Dickinson is playing, yes. For those of you who are just tuning in here, I'll bring up the lineups here. Nuge, McDavid, Hyman, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Kapanen, Savoy, Dickinson, and Roslovic. That's going to be your third line. We need Jack Roslovic to get going here, too. I think Roslovic has been very perimeter in this series. I don't think he's been engaged enough along the walls. I don't think he's gone into corners enough. He hasn't gone to the dirty areas that he needs to be successful, right? It's the playoffs now. It's not the regular season. I want to see a better effort from Jack Roslovic. He has actually been someone that I've been very unhappy with. I want to see Roslovic step up here. I did know that, Gordon. I did know that. I don't think so, Mystic Mac. You're not going to bench your one defenseman that can actually move the puck up the ice for Josh Brown. I agree, Joy. It'll be interesting to see how McDavid comes out in the first period. I think McDavid in the first period will look fine. It's as the game progresses. We saw that the other night in we saw that in game 4, where it seemed like the longer the game went, the McDavid looked like he was struggling as that game progressed. No, Roslovic is not a playoff player, right? He has a reputation of disappearing in the playoffs, and that reputation is unfortunately rearing its ugly head right now. I'd like to see him flip that narrative around. Trent Frederick is a healthy scratch tonight. How long till the game starts? Very soon. The players are about to come out onto the ice, and then they're going to do the anthems, and then the game will get going here. Looks like Buffalo and Boston are going overtime as well. So who's in for Frederick? Well, you have Dickinson and McDavid in. Colton Dach is in for Trent Frederick. Dach didn't play last game. He was under the weather. He's playing tonight on the fourth line with Szymanski and Lazar. That guy's worse than Max Jones. Oh, but Max Jones actually played pretty good. He played pretty good down the stretch until he got hurt for Edmonton. Hey, have a great game, Ducks fan. Enjoy, but hopefully not too much. Let the fun begin. If the Oilers lose tonight, Knobloch will be gone tomorrow. It's very possible. How many fights tonight? I don't think there's going to be any fights tonight. What are we doing next? Baseball, other playoffs, or other? So if the Oilers are out tonight, I will still be doing daily content. I'm going to do nightly recaps of the other games throughout the rest of the playoffs. So there will always be some kind of evening upload. They just won't be like a fan reaction, but it'll be recap videos. And then I'll still be doing watch parties. As long as Montreal is in, I'll still do watch parties for Montreal. If Montreal gets eliminated, then we'll still do watch parties for other teams. We'll probably do Buffalo because they're a fun team. It'd be fun to watch them go on a bit of a run here. Yeah, we'll have to see, though. We'll see how it all goes. What time is puck drop? Very soon, like 5 or 6 minutes. Hey, good to see you, Justin. How's it going? Austin Baseball YT. I'd love to do Jay's content. I can't do Jay's content on this channel, though. I would have to have a completely separate channel for Toronto Blue Jays. Join the Ducks bandwagon, see how far the kids can go. Listen, I have nothing against these Ducks, right? This is not the Ducks team that I didn't like watching when I was younger. This Ducks team is very fun. Tons of players that I love on this team, and they are going to be a big problem in the Pacific Division for years to come. Why don't I talk about Nuge? Not much to talk about with Nugent Hopkins. He's been struggling. He hasn't done a whole lot. Gonna need him to pick up his game. Yeah, true. Mine is Gudas, right? I think Radko Gudas is one of the only unlikable players on that Ducks squad. I also don't like Jacob Trouba for different reasons, though. Just want to say it's been a blast this year, and this offseason is going to be rad. It's going to be entertaining, Dacky. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I did move Kitty. I put him on the cat bed. Kitty gets to be a dictator. He gets to watch over everyone else. I had to change it up. I changed up a few things on the overlay. I just needed to change it. What we had going earlier wasn't working. Let's see how the team plays tonight. Yo, Robo, the $6.99. Connor is due. Hyman is due. Nuge is due. Savoy is due. Roslovic is due. Boosh is due. Just saying we are due for a big-time performance. I think you're right. Let's do it. Oh, my God. Ducky, don't remind me of that. Oh, that's so painful. I loved that call from Chris Cuthbert in Game 6 at the very end. That was great. What are the names of my cats? So the gray tuxedo, that's Mochi. That's Franklin, the orange one, and then that's Kitty. They've all been adopted from the Humane Society over the past couple of years. How many periods until we see Knob rely on McDry? Hopefully the team gets out to an early lead. Hopefully they are holding on to that lead, and hopefully he doesn't have to rely on them at all tonight. I saw that, Savage. I saw that. Very sad. Nuge does have 2 goals. He scored a power play goal last game, went off of a skated in, and then he scored in Game 3 as well. So Nuge does have a couple goals. It's not like he's been totally invisible. I guess I should say Nuge at 5-on-5. I'd like to see a bit more from Nuge at 5-on-5. No Dark Ingram photo. It's bad luck now. Oh, no. Yo, Withers with a $6.99, 3-1 perfect. That's when legends get written up and doubt gets buried. This is where the Oilers flip the script. Oil in 7. Let's go. I love that. I love that mentality. Love that mentality. I think the Oilers will fall into a pit bad enough where it would need a rebuild. I think they'll have to retool on the fly. A good GM will be able to... I mean, the Oilers' core is very solid. You don't need that many pieces around the core to put this team over the top. You just need some good budget signings. You can't overpay for someone. Well, there will be a lot to talk about if they're out tonight, and I'm expecting them to come out and play their best game of the series, so hopefully they're not out tonight. Remember when Franklin was sitting next to me in the intro of my recap of the Oilers versus Panthers game? Yeah, he's such a sweetheart. Franklin, for sure, he's the biggest sweetheart of all. Like, obviously, my other 2 cats, they're very kind, very sweet. But Franklin, he's the one that like has no... Even when he plays, he doesn't actually try and bite or hurt or scratch or anything. He's just the friendliest teddy bear on the planet. I hope the odds are very high, Coolistic. I would love that. Yes, I do, Lucas. Juvie is the best dog on the planet. Yeah, you've told me about Juvie. Yo, Adonis, good to see you again, my friend. How you doing? Franklin looks like an image on Google for a ginger cat. He's so cute. Yeah, he's absolutely adorable. He's the sweetest boy. Where would you like to see a new NHL team or maybe see old ones returning like the Atlanta Thrashers? I want a team in Quebec City. I want another team in Quebec City. I want the Quebec Nordiques 2.0. That's what I want. Yo, Floppa, welcome back for 2 months. Praying we lock it down tonight and send it to Game 6. Thank you so much for the 2 months, Floppa. I appreciate that. I'm with you, my friend. Let's get the job done tonight. They were already named, Colby. Yeah, they already had their names. We didn't change them at all. We adopted them as is. Very cute names, too, right? Like Kitty Kitty, classic. Franklin for a big fat orange cat who's on his weight loss journey. My prediction, Joy, in the pregame report, I did predict the Oilers to lose pretty badly here, but chat is really starting to, reinvigorate that positivity in this game. I think the Oilers are going to come out on top tonight. I won't give a score prediction, though, because it's bad luck for me. Every time I give a score prediction, it doesn't work out. Full of gag. Full of gags just trying to rage bait, folks. Don't fall for the rage bait. How about Moose Jaw Knuckles in the NHL? Moose Jaw. I don't know about that. Bruce Cassidy's on TNT tonight. I saw that. I would like Bruce Cassidy, Madden Master Gamer. I would like Bruce Cassidy. John Cooper, if he ever left Tampa Bay, I would like him as well. But the Oilers and Ducks are about to start. The anthems are done. Lucas Dostal getting the start for Anaheim. He has a 3-1 record, a 3.75 goals against average, and an 878 save percentage. The Oilers can beat Dostal. They've shown that. They got to prove it. Connor Ingram in the playoffs is 1-2, a 4.7 goals against average, and 849 save percentage. It's time for Ingram to lock in here. And off the opening faceoff, puck is won by the Anaheim Ducks. Here we go, folks. In the neutral zone, Anaheim's going to send the puck in deep into the Oilers' end. Evan Bouchard's going to get pressured here. Up the boards to Kapanen. McDavid's already on the ice here. Here's Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. So McDavid and Draisaitl started on the same line here. Very interesting. Very interesting that they started McDavid and Draisaitl. Here's Kapanen across the ice to Ekholm. He'll give it to McDavid. Oh, McDavid tried to center it, but that's picked up by the Anaheim Ducks. Troy Terry drops it back. Here's Leo Carlsson now. He'll skate it through the middle. Checked there by Edmonton. Jack Roslovic up the right boards. That's going to go down the ice. Not going to be icing. Here's a hit thrown there. Puck into center. Here's Connor Murphy now. He'll play it up to Savoy. Dumped in deep. Jason Dickinson in on the forecheck. Anaheim sends that puck all the way back to the neutral zone. Once again, a bit of a feeling out process here for the first minute and a half. Yeah, I guess so, Dacky. I was asked when they'd be loaded up, and I guess they got loaded up on the first shift of the game. VL, puck just out of his reach. Here's Emberson now. He'll play it across to Wallman. Jake Wallman now behind his net. He's going to get pressured by Washi. Wallman up the right boards. Puck is going to be knocked forward here by Podkolzin. Podkolzin with a shot from distance, and Lucas Dostal is going to hang on to that with 18:25 to go here in the first period. So, yeah, very interesting. I if they have McDavid and Draisaitl loaded the whole game, not sure I'm going to be a fan of that. But it also might reinvigorate both of them. And it could be to shelter McDavid as well. We know McDavid's ankle is not 100%. So it could be to shelter him, right? I think so too, Dacky. I think so too. So there's an offensive zone. Actually, that faceoff's going to be at the blue line here. So Curtis Lazar at the Ducks blue line. Oh, Josh Szymanski was kind of hooked up there. They're not going to call that, though. They're not going to call that. They'll call something week later, though. Up the middle attempt by Nurse. Did not make it. Puck comes back to Nurse. Across to Connor Murphy. Puck deflected in by Curtis Lazar. He'll get in on the forecheck. He throws a hit on John Carlson. Nice hit by Curtis Lazar. Here's Darnell Nurse now. He'll send that puck in. Oh, man, and that took a weird bounce. Almost went into the open net when Dostal came out to play it. Here's another hit behind the Ducks net. Puck will enter the Oilers zone. Evan Bouchard, he'll play it around to Ekholm. Up the left boards, kept alive for a moment by Anaheim, and here's Nugent Hopkins off the bench. He'll play it to Bouchard. Walks into the Ducks zone, waits for some support. Oh, what a pass by Bouchard. Here's a shot, a goal! Vasily Podkolzin gives the Oilers the lead. 1-0 early. Fantastic goal from Podkolzin, and what a pass from Evan Bouchard. Wow. Come on, man. Let's go. Early lead. But they've been doing that the whole series. So they got to lock it down now. They got to keep pushing. What a pass by Evan Bouchard. He finds Podkolzin off the bench. Podkolzin in the left circle, and he beats Dostal over the blocker or over the shoulder here. What an absolutely gorgeous shot by Podkolzin, and what a pass from Evan Bouchard. What a shot, top shelf from Podkolzin, man, and the Oilers with the early 1-0 lead. 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the hockey game, Vasily Podkolzin gives the Oilers an early lead here. Beautiful. Podkolzin's back on the forecheck with a backhand, and he just hit the goalpost. Podkolzin just beat Dostal, but he hit the goalpost. Almost had another goal. Here's Zach Hyman. He's tripped up behind the Ducks net. It'll be played into the neutral zone. Ty Emberson. He'll play it up the right boards off of a leg. Might have hit the linesman. And here's Emberson. He'll play it behind his net to Jake Wallman. Here's Wallman. He'll give it to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl skates it up the ice with speed through the neutral zone. Across to Kapanen. Kapanen drops it to the blue line. Puck comes across to Bouchard. Bouchard keeps it alive. McDavid cycles it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl waits towards the goal. It's off of Dostal. Doesn't know where it is. Kapanen trying to come up with it. Puck's still bouncing around. It's loose. Oh, and man, what a steal by Draisaitl. He'll try and play it across to McDavid. McDavid on his backhand, trying to find Ekholm, and the Ducks are going to have some speed here, and they'll bring it up. Here's Gauthier. Gauthier makes a move. Through the middle of the ice, plays it to Trouba with a shot. Rebound, and Troy Terry, he fanned on the rebound there. Otherwise, he had a wide open net. Connor McDavid skates it up. He'll find Draisaitl. Makes a move. What a move by Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the middle. Here's Murphy. Tried to leave it for Kapanen. Kapanen's got to get back here. Oilers don't have a lot of numbers back. Here comes VL. And here come the Ducks behind the net, trying to do a wraparound. And he lost the handle, was Ian Moore. Ian Moore in on the forecheck now. Checked by Connor McDavid. Connor Murphy, he'll throw it to Nurse, who takes VL behind the Oilers' goal. This McDavid line's been out for a while. McDavid, Kapanen, and Draisaitl have had an extended shift. Fourth line for the Ducks. Shot towards the net, doesn't make it. Draisaitl with a stick check. Another play into the middle. McDavid trying to get it up to Kapanen, and Kapanen will get that into the neutral zone. Oilers have to make a quick change. Here come the Ducks now. VL. He'll try and stick handle through a few bodies. Nice job by Connor Murphy. He blocks that. And Curtis Lazar will pull it out of the pile. Lazar to Wallman. Wallman, he'll skate it up the ice with speed. Up the middle. Oh, man, almost had Colton Dach, and that would have been a potential breakaway for Colton Dach if he'd been able to spring loose there. And a great start for the Oilers so far. Big fan of how they've come out and asserted their game early. So it looks like it will be Draisaitl loaded up with McDavid for the foreseeable future here. The Anaheim Ducks had a good extended shift. Trouba had a shot. Rebound came to Terry, and he missed the net. Hey, sounds good, Erica. Great seeing you. Enjoy your sleep. 15-17 to go here in the first period. Nugent Hopkins, offensive zone draw, takes it against Poehling. Off the draw. Lost by Nugent Hopkins, and that's going to be played forward by Kreider. And that's going to be icing, actually. Icing by Kreider. Kreider's not happy about that icing call, but all right. So there's going to be an offensive zone faceoff for Edmonton. They're showing the Podkolzin goal again. Absolute snipe over the shoulder of Dostal. Podkolzin, man, the Oilers' depth scoring has been great here in this series. The comeback's been activated for the Ducks. Holy, how did I become an Oilers fan? Started cheering for them in 1997 when I was 4 years old. Here's a shot from the point. Wallman in front. Oh, man, and Podkolzin on his backhand couldn't come up with it. Puck played across to Wallman. He'll send it down low. That's going to be cut off by John Carlson. Here's Zach Hyman. Plays it behind the Ducks net. Nugent Hopkins, he throws his man into the corner. Nice forecheck by Hyman. He'll play to the blue line. Wallman with a shot, and that deflects wide. Zach Hyman is a dog on the forecheck now. Finds Podkolzin behind the goal. Emberson across to Wallman. Wallman hangs onto it. Nice cycle to Hyman. Hyman to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins with a shot, and he might have hit the post there too. Maybe it was a blocker save. I'm not sure. But a great shift by the Nugent Hopkins, Podkolzin, Hyman line put together here in this game. And they have the goal for Edmonton and the most zone time already early in this one. And yeah, Nugent Hopkins may have hit the post or crossbar there. He shoots that, and oh yeah, that hit the crossbar. So it looks like they're trying to go over that right shoulder of Dostal early. Podkolzin already beat him there once, and Nugent Hopkins just beat him, but couldn't beat the bar. Offensive zone face-off. Jason Dickinson's going to take it. Steps in against Granlund. Won by Edmonton. Rozovic plays it to the point. It's played back to Rozovic to Dickinson. Behind the Ducks net. Centers it out in front, just out of the reach of Rozovic, who was waiting on the back door. Here's Matthias Ekholm now. He'll send that puck back in. A bit of a misplay there by Anaheim. The Oilers are going to come up with possession. Dickinson plays it back to the point here. Ekholm with a pass in front. It comes in front and loose to Rozovic, and a shot and a good save by Lukas Dostal. Man, if Rozovic could have got one there, that would have been huge, I think, for his confidence in this series. Looking for Rozovic to get going, man. The Oilers now have to defend. Kaloran trying to play it to Granlund. Here's Gauthier across the ice. John Carlson deflected towards the Oilers net, and that goes wide off of a skate. Here's Edmonton. McDavid supporting Ekholm. Brought up the ice by Savoy. Here's Evan Bouchard for Edmonton. Bouchard waits for a lane. Gives it to Kapanen. Kapanen flips it towards Dostal. He'll put it down. He'll play it off the glass. Kept alive by Kapanen here. Oh, and Kapanen down low. McDavid tries to throw a check. McDavid does a good job kind of poking at that puck. They're going to say he played with a high stick, though, so never mind. They're going to blow the whistle there as we get our first commercial break of this game. A great start for the Edmonton Oilers. Great start. Couldn't really ask for much better, to be honest. They've come out and they have asserted their game early. But again, we've seen this team do that all series long. They come out, they get that first goal, and then Anaheim adjusts. So how will Edmonton play with the lead? And can they hold a lead for once? What are the lines? The lines are all mixed and matched right now. Top line is Draisaitl, McDavid, and Podkolzin. Second line is Nugent Hopkins. It's Draisaitl, McDavid, and Kapanen is the top line. Second line is Podkolzin, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman. Third line is Savoy, Dickinson, and Rozovic. And then the fourth line is Colton Dach, Josh Szymanski, and Curtis Lazar. Yeah, no worries. I got you. Yeah, lots of people tuning in right now. If you haven't hit the like button on the live stream yet, by the way, please hit that like button. There's a lot of you in here. I don't know what the like goal is. Probably no like goal. Just if you're in here, you're enjoying your stay. Yeah. Who's the goalie? It's Connor Ingram tonight for Edmonton. And then for Anaheim, it's obviously Lukas Dostal. Recap of the goal. Evan Bouchard held the puck at the point. He played it across the ice to Vasily Podkolzin. He entered the left circle to the right of Dostal, and then he beat Dostal over the shoulder. A just snipe, top shelf, bar down. It was absolutely beautiful. Like goal has to be more than 13. Who's my favorite player on the team? Leon Draisaitl is my favorite player on the team. Love Leon. There's a face-off at the Anaheim Ducks blue line here. Roslovic is out there with Savoy and Dickinson. Puck is going to be knocked forward by Roslovic. Dickinson in on the forecheck. Tries to throw a hit on Jackson Lacombe, and puck kept alive by Roslovic. Towards the goal, deflected on Dostal, and a good save. Puck around the boards. Down low behind the Ducks net. Along the half wall here, Troy Terry against Nurse moves it up, and the Ducks are going to skate it forward. Here's Jackson Lacombe. Been a difference maker for the Ducks here. Shot is blocked by Connor Murphy. Here's Murphy. Steps in front of his net. High flip through the neutral zone. That's going to be easily grabbed by Granlund, and he sends that puck into the Oilers' end. Ingram out of his crease. Bit of a miscommunication. Giveaway. Here's a shot towards the goal. Blocked by Murphy. Rebound. And Washi trying to come up with it. A hit thrown on Szymanski. Colton Dach along the half wall trying to grab possession here. Szymanski gives it to Dach. Dach pressured by a couple of Ducks. He'll play it up the right boards. Puck is kind of bouncing around here. It's going to be brought forward by Lazar. Lazar sends it in deep. Josh Szymanski against Minchikov. Doesn't throw a hit there. Nice job by Colton Dach on the forecheck. He did throw a hit, but Anaheim does get the puck out. Puck is going to be sent deep in the Ducks zone by Wallman. Yo, Joy with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Joy. The first super you've sent on the live stream. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ty Emberson now. Through the neutral zone. Hard rim around. Behind the net. Dostal comes out of his crease to play it. Hyman in on the attack here. Bouchard steps up to keep it alive. Oh, and just out of the reach of Podkolzin. Here's a giveaway. Edmonton going to send it back in. Here's Dostal. Dostal. He gives that puck away too. Nugent Hopkins in front. Here's Hyman. He scores! Zach Hyman in front. Got a stick on it. And the puck slowly went under Dostal's pads. Another giveaway by Anaheim. Shot towards the net. Zach Hyman gets a piece of it. And he makes it 2-0 Edmonton. So Zach Hyman, here we go. Lucas Dostal, he tried to play it up the boards. Nice job by Nugent Hopkins towards the goal. Zach Hyman deflects it through the feet of Dostal. And that just slowly rolled in behind him. Nice job. Again, you work the puck to the point. Shot on net with traffic. Nice deflection there by Hyman. He's trying to bang it in, and what a great goal for Hyman. And Zach Hyman's pretty pumped up right now. And looks like a false start at center. Looking to get the face-off going here. $11:24 here to play in the first period. Off the face-off at center. Puck is going to be played back to Nurse. Nurse up the boards, down the ice. That's going to be icing on Edmonton by Darnell Nurse. Bit of an unforced icing. So the Oilers with another 2-0 lead early here. How many times have they gotten out to a 2-goal lead in these games? Now it's about, okay, have they learned? Have they learned from their previous experiences giving up these leads? This is incredibly important to not only add to this lead, but not give the Ducks anything. It's pivotal who scores the next 4. That's so funny. And also pretty accurate with how this series has gone. What is my favorite Draisaitl card? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I have one. I don't collect cards as much as I should. Here's Jack Roslovic, skates it up the middle of the ice with a ton of speed, drops it to Savoy. Savoy into the middle to Nurse. He'll play it into the corner for Roslovic. Roslovic towards the net. And here's Murphy with a shot off of Dostal's pad, and the Oilers are putting Dostal under duress here. Jason Dickinson against Minchikov. Trying to come up with this puck. A good forecheck by the Oilers' third line. Puck is played back to Carlson, up the ice to Terry. Terry's checked off of it, and Draisaitl, oh man, Draisaitl almost got by John Carlson there. Here come the Ducks. Leo Carlson, he'll get it by Bouchard. Matthias Ekholm behind his net. Trying to play it up the right boards. Bouchard comes up with it. Bouchard with a pass across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the feet of Ekholm. Ekholm with a shot, rebound. Oh, and Kapanen almost came up with it. Another shot by Bouchard doesn't make it to the net. Nice shot. So the Oilers look like they're shooting for rebounds on Dostal right now, too. Here's Matthias Ekholm. He'll play it up the ice. Connor McDavid skates after it. Behind the net here, McDavid fighting for the puck with Kapanen. Kapanen, he's going to get pushed by Leo Carlsson. Kapanen to Draisaitl. Here's Draisaitl. He'll play it to McDavid. Into the middle. Draisaitl can't come up with it. Here's Bouchard with a shot. Tipped in by Draisaitl. He scores! Leon Draisaitl makes it 3-0 for Edmonton. And the Oilers are pouring it on early here in the first period. Let's go! Wow, and Dostal's getting pulled here. Lucas Dostal, I think, is getting pulled. The Oilers with 3 goals in the first 10 minutes of this game. And Edmonton, they are not going down without a fight. Great goal for Leon Draisaitl here. And it was another shot from the point, and Draisaitl gets his stick on it, and that tips it just past Lucas Dostal. Nice forecheck by Kapanen, McDavid, Draisaitl. Draisaitl works it to the point. It's going to be, McDavid works it to the point. Bouchard with the shot, and then Draisaitl with a beautiful tip in front. Thunders with the gifted. Thank you so much, Thunders. What a deflection by Draisaitl, and what a pass by Bouchard. And Bouchard has come into this game. On a bit of a, it looks like he is really, I mean, Bouchard already has 2 points here, so Lucas Dostal is out. Ville Husso is in, and Joel Quenneville does not look very happy on the bench. But you got to keep it going. You cannot sit on this lead, and you know Anaheim, they're going to start to push here. You're going to see Anaheim's desperation kick in. They've been a good comeback team all year long. Edmonton cannot take their foot off the gas. Puck played up the middle. Curtis Lazar keeps it in. Lazar on the floor. Oh, man, Lazar's tripped up. And there's a penalty coming up to Anaheim. That's a penalty coming up to the Ducks. The Oilers with a chance to go up 4 here. VL's trying to get Emberson to be goaded into a call. If you're the Oilers, Wallman, don't grab anyone. They'll take you. But the Anaheim Ducks have taken a tripping penalty. I don't know who it was on Anaheim. Looks like Ian Moore is going to go to the box here, number 3. Ian Moore, did he stick the leg out? No, just his stick got caught up in the feet of Lazar. Lazar might have sold that one a little bit. He went flying, dude. All right, big pee-pee time. Big pee-pee time for Edmonton. How we feeling, folks? Another commercial break. Oilers about to go on the power play up by 3. It would be, Dacky. It absolutely would be. Moore is a D-man, but they're playing him as a forward. Open the oil gates. I like it. Oil them up. Oil up these Ducks, man. And this power play, this is huge. This is a huge moment of this game. I know it's the first period. I know Edmonton has a 3-goal lead, but this legitimately feels like a pivotal moment. You want to have killer instinct. You want to plant that seed of doubt against the Anaheim Ducks. You score on this power play, and you keep putting your foot on the gas pedal. Not tonight, Saint. Not today. Cancel those tickets to Cancun. Ducks need some Dawn soap. Out of town scoreboard. The Wild just scored an empty netter. They're up 4-2 on Dallas. They're going to take a 3-2 series lead. And the Bruins beat the Buffalo Sabres. So for those of you wondering on the out of town scoreboard, Minnesota is about to beat Dallas, go up 3-2, and Boston has forced a Game 6 back in Boston. I agree, Jesse. It's early, but they can't sit back here. Absolutely not. Why have we never tried Nurse as a winger? I don't know, man. Nurse would be a pretty effective winger, I think, right? He's got the size. He's got the speed. He'd win his board battles. He'd be a menace in front of the net for goaltenders. All right, power play for the Oilers. They have an opportunity to really Send a message. Here's McDavid into the slot. Can't get a shot off. He is checked off the puck. And here come the Ducks. They have a 4-on-2 here. Here's Poehling. He'll give it to Killorn, and nice defensive play by Edmonton. Puck comes to Hyman off of his body. Killorn, one-timer, and I don't know if that hit the crossbar. And so far on the power play, Anaheim is controlling the puck here. Puck is sent back into the Oilers zone. This top unit for Edmonton is going to reset. Here's Ingram. He'll play it to McDavid. McDavid with speed up the middle of the ice. Here's McDavid. Plays it to Draisaitl, right side here. Draisaitl back to Bouchard. Across to Nugent-Hopkins. Back to Bouchard. Here's Draisaitl. Down low to McDavid. McDavid trying to put it in on the back door. Trying to go short side, sorry. Anaheim will send that puck back to the neutral zone. Here's Evan Bouchard. Davis. Hi, Dad. That's so funny. Here's Bouchard behind his net. Leaves it for McDavid. Skates it forward. Draisaitl. He's checked at the blue line here. He's trying to skate through a couple of Ducks. Unable to get through. And this power play for Edmonton not really able to penetrate right now. Here comes McDavid. Enters the Ducks zone to Draisaitl. Edmonton looking to reset and set up. Here's Hyman to Draisaitl. Down low to McDavid. McDavid looks for a lane. Here's Bouchard. Waits. McDavid. Across to Bouchard. Bouchard down low to Nugent-Hopkins. Trying to find McDavid in the high slot. Here's McDavid on his backhand. Plays it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl and McDavid behind the Ducks goal. Nugent-Hopkins plays it all the way back to the point. Bouchard's not going to be able to keep that in. And 10 seconds left on the power play. Draisaitl enters the zone. He'll play it back, and Bouchard wasn't there again. And here's Troy Terry. Terry skates it through. Good poke check by Bouchard, though. So no shot or one shot on the power play for Edmonton. That was a glorious chance for Edmonton to go up 4. I think they were looking for too much there. I think they were trying to pass it too much. They should have just been taking pucks towards the net. Here's Wallman up the left wing, deflected in. Jason Dickinson will put it in. Here's Dickinson into the slot with a shot, and Roslovic just missed the net. Oh, here's another centering attempt to Roslovic, and the Ducks will come away with possession. Here comes Gauthier on the right side. What a poke check by Jake Wallman. Here's a stretch pass up the ice, trying to find Roslovic. He's going to get checked, and the Ducks will bring it back in the Oilers zone. Poehling behind the Oilers goal. Nice job by Ekholm. He'll battle along the boards for it. Poehling in down low. Puck bounces out in front. The Oilers trying to play it forward. Wallman just out of his reach. Here's Colton Dach. He plays it to Ekholm, back to Dach. Dach tries to protect. The Ducks keep it in. Good steal there by Wallman. He'll flip it up high, down the ice. Not icing. Edmonton can get a change here. Oh, and Colton Dach is... Oh, Dach hit the goaltender. Dach ran into Husso, sorry, and I thought Dach was going to get a penalty there. No penalty on Colton Dach. No, all good, Kylie. Oh, nice hit by Murphy on Seneca. Puck behind the Oilers net to Granlund. Oh, and now Draisaitl's going to go. Now they're going to call Draisaitl. Oh, well, they're going to send them both. So Draisaitl and... Okay, so Seneca and Granlund are both going to go to the box. Granlund's going to go for embellishment. Draisaitl's going to go for holding. All right. It's going to be 4-on-4 here. All righty. Interesting. Yeah, Colton Dach, he ran into Husso. I am shocked that they didn't call a penalty on Colton Dach there for the contact. And yeah, Granlund, I mean... Even Nurse was like, no way. Okay, so 4-on-4. Oh, come on now, Blue Snake J. Come on. Look at some of the calls that the Ducks have had favorable in this series. We're not having that conversation, my friend. I will say, though, Colton Dach not getting called for the contact on Husso is pretty wild to me. If that happened to Ingram, I would have been livid. Barnacles. What's going on, Tin? How you doing? Give that man an Oscar. Hey, glad you're doing okay. Lots of viewers in the stream today. Thank you so much for choosing the Austin Hockey YouTube channel to hang out. I hope you're enjoying your stay. If you are, smash the like button, folks. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. We are one of the fastest growing hockey channels on the entire platform. And I can't do what I do without your support, so I appreciate it. And that's as close as you'll ever get to advertising on my channel, by the way. I don't do betting ads. I don't do any of that stuff. Push the poop, says Gordon. I like it. Push the poop. Do it. Don't push too hard, though. You don't want to strain. Yeah, Boston forced a game 6 tonight. Hey, I appreciate that, Everett. Also, keep an eye out on your mail, Everett. I did mail out your card. I tuned into the game and now they're on the... No, it's a 4-on-4. It's 4-on-4. Hey, appreciate that, Samir. What's going on, Oilers girl? How you doing? All right, 4-on-4 here. Draisaitl to the box for holding. Granlund to the box for embellishment. Here's a play in front to Jake Wallman, and that goes off of his stick. And here come the Ducks, 3-on-2. No, what a move by Terry with a shot, trying to bring it to the net, and the Oilers might have numbers. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll play it up to McDavid. 2-on-1 with Bouchard. Bouchard all alone. Oh, and he missed the net. Come on, Boosh. Boosh was all alone in front, and he pushed that puck wide on the glove side. The Ducks will bring it into the Oilers zone now. Here's Carlson across the ice to Terry. Troy Terry holds on to it. He'll play it down low. Can't be too mad at Boosh, folks. He has 2 assists in this game. He's a big reason why they're winning. Here's Lacombe now. Lacombe holds on to it. He'll play it to Gauthier. He'll now give it to Seneca. Beckett Seneca looking for a lane. Seneca behind the Oilers goal. Poke check by McDavid. Seneca protects. Trying to find Lacombe. He's going to run out of space here. Puck sent across the ice. The Ducks were trying to make a change, and here comes Gauthier. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll find Vasily Podkolzin now. 4-on-4 for 43 more seconds. Fans jumped up like he scored. They were excited. Here's Vasily Podkolzin. He'll skate it through the neutral zone with speed. Here's Podkolzin. Got things started for Edmonton. Made it 1-0 early in this one. If you're just tuning in, Dostal was pulled. It is now Ville Husso in the net for Anaheim. Hey, what's going on, Spider-Man? Good to see you again. Here's Beckett Seneca. He'll send that puck behind the Oilers' goal. Matthias Ekholm's going to protect against Gauthier. Puck to Podkolzin. He'll play it back to Connor Murphy. Here comes Connor Murphy. Brings it in the Ducks zone. Shot towards the net, and that goes off of a stick and out of play. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Oilers. Who scored goals from Vasily Podkolzin, Leon Draisaitl, and Zach Hyman. Bouchard with 2 assists, and he's looked fantastic this game so far. Draisaitl and McDavid have been loaded up in this one, but they've been very effective. They're on a top line with Kapanen in this game. The Ducks are better 4-on-4. Yeah, they definitely had the better puck possession there. Jack Rosovic's going to step in against Poehling. Rozovic wins it back to Murphy. Murphy across to Nurse. Nurse looks for a lane shot on net. Easy save for Husso. Savoy on the forecheck now. Here's Savoy against John Carlson. Oh, man, and Savoy took a high stick. And no call there. It's like the ref was like, no, I didn't see nothing. I think Savoy took a high stick and there was no call. So a few missed calls in this period. Missed call on Edmonton, missed call on Anaheim. It's been a strangely officiated period. Oh, and here's Rozovic. The Oilers might have a 2-on-1. Rozovic all alone. Rozovic! Oh, he makes a move and a good save by Husso. Here's Rozovic now. He'll send it around the boards to the point. Draisaitl to Emberson. Emberson to Nurse to Draisaitl. Across in front, Emberson trying to come up with it, and he lost the handle. Kept in by Nurse to here's Colton Dock. Dock behind the goal here for the Oilers. Colton Dock protects. Draisaitl tried to throw a puck towards the net, and that's picked off by Poehling. Poehling up the ice down into the Oilers zone, and Jake Wallman's going to wait behind his net. Here's Jake Wallman. He'll give that puck to Curtis Lazar. Lazar with a hard rim around the boards. Here's Husso. He'll put it off the glass. Kept alive by, oh man, what a play by Lazar. Gives it to Doc. Doc trying to center it out in front. Szymanski to the goal, and a good save by Husso. Colton Doc on the forecheck. Fourth line for Edmonton. Szymanski to Ekholm. Ekholm with a slap shot, and that goes off of a leg in front. And here come the Ducks now. Here's Granlund through neutral. He'll try and play it up. Nice job by Bouchard. Great job by Bouchard. Picks his pocket. Here's Podkolzin now. Oh, Podkolzin giveaway in the neutral zone. And that's going to be shot into the Oilers bench. And there's a whistle. A 2:04 to go here in the first period. Yeah, the refs are on one tonight, folks. The officials are on one tonight. For both teams, too. Like, there's been missed calls on Edmonton and missed calls on Anaheim. I don't think there's a favorability thing here tonight with the officials. I think there's an incompetence issue with the officials tonight. Nugent-Hopkins out there with Hyman and Podkolzin. Face-off at center. Nugent-Hopkins with an emphatic face-off win as that puck comes behind the goal. Nurse will give it to Murphy. Murphy up the middle. Nugent-Hopkins up the right wing to Hyman. Hyman has a goal in this period for the Oilers. Hyman walks it into the middle, shot towards the goal, kind of feathered one high, looking for a tip. And, oh man, good forecheck there. A couple hits thrown. Here's Podkolzin, and he throws a big hit too by the Ducks bench. Here's Minchikov, sends it in deep. Connor Murphy on his backhand, up the wall, and that's going to get by the defense of Anaheim. The Oilers are going to go for a change. Puck up the middle. Oh, man, here's Leo Carlsson has a step here. What a save by Connor Ingram. A great kick save on Leo Carlsson. Had a step there. Partial breakaway. Didn't quite get past Bouchard on a full cut breakaway. Went to the backhand. A great save by Ingram. Here's Gauthier with a shot. And that goes off of the blocker of Ekholm. Might have hit the bar there. And that goes out of play with 1:08 to go. So Connor Ingram with a great leg save on Leo Carlsson. Nice pass. Look at that little give and go. Leo Carlsson goes to the backhand, and Connor Ingram, he sticks that right leg out. Bouchard didn't give Leo Carlsson much of an angle, so that was still a good save by Ingram. There's been a few posts and crossbars in this game. Off the face-off, Edmonton will bring it up. Here's Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. 3-on-2 for the Oilers. Here's Draisaitl. Across. Kapanen just out of his reach. Otherwise, Kapanen would have had a great chance to shoot it on net. Kapanen battles along the half wall. Behind the Ducks net. McDavid has his cycle stopped, but Nurse keeps it alive. Here's McDavid trying to find Kapanen. Kapanen applies some pressure on Kreider, and the Ducks will move it up. Here's Draisaitl now. On the back check, Draisaitl plays it behind his net to Bouchard. Here's Evan Bouchard through the middle of the ice. Oh, man. Jason Dickinson tried the tip pass in front, and the Ducks will come back on transition. Seneca leaves it for Killorn. Killorn behind the Oilers' goal. Someone's stick went flying there. I don't know whose that was. Here's Minchikov across to John Carlson. Cycles it behind the net. Here's Minchikov. Keeps the play alive. John Carlson steps up, puck bouncing around. Anaheim brings it to the net. Good save by Ingram, a reactionary save as Anaheim was looking to get something at the end of the period, but the Oilers are going to head to the second up by 3 goals here. Instead of 2, it's a 3-goal lead, end of the first period, and you could not ask for a better first period from the Edmonton Oilers. They were not going to go down without a fight, and so far they have come out swinging, but now, we've talked about this the whole series. How will the second period go? How many times have the Oilers brought a lead into that second period, and then Anaheim, they just get going, right? The second period has been fantastic for Anaheim. So the Oilers, they just got to keep riding this momentum, feed off the crowd energy, make the smart plays. They don't have to be fancy here. Just play simple hockey. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what we say here. That's actually the first time I've ever said that. We don't actually say that here. All right, folks, let's go over the first period summary. We're going to go over the Edge Visualizer. We'll go over some of the advanced stats. But boy, oh boy, let me know your thoughts in the chat here, how this game is going so far. Shots after the first period, 12-5 Edmonton. Podkolzin got things started early. Assist by Bouchard and Nugent-Hopkins. Nuge has 2 points in this one as well. But the Oilers get in on the forecheck early. Bouchard will leave that puck. He'll throw it across the ice. What a pass to Podkolzin. I mean, we have to look at that pass again. This is where Bouchard shines, man. When Bouchard is on his game, not many defensemen on Edmonton can do this. He could have easily put the puck in deep. He could have gave it back to Nugent Hopkins, but the patience from Bouchard here was fantastic. He waits for Podkolzin, right? He sees Podkolzin coming up the ice, and Bouchard with a great pass through a couple bodies, and what a shot. Great finish from Podkolzin. Fantastic to see from Podkolzin. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. I agree, Coolistic. There was a lot of emotion on all of these goals, which is fantastic. Look at the face-off percentage. The Oilers won 14 of 16 face-offs in the first period. Unbelievable, man. Yo, Hockey Art with the $30 super chat. Holy smokes, 10 per goal. Gotta solve Husso. Holy smokes, Hockey Art. Thank you so much. That is incredible. That is incredibly generous of you. I appreciate that. Zach Hyman made it 2-0 on a tip-in. A few minutes after Podkolzin made it 1-0. Dostal, bad play. He put it off the boards. Nobody there. Nugent Hopkins, he just throws it to the net. And Zach Hyman standing in front of Dostal. He gets a stick on it, deflects it in. That is a 2-goal game, or a 2-goal lead. And then Leon Draisaitl, he gets the tip shot from Bouchard. This top line for Edmonton was going to work. Draisaitl will play it to McDavid. It goes off of a leg to Bouchard, and then, I mean, he's looking for Draisaitl the whole time. Watch the puck tracking when Bouchard gets it. He's not looking to put it on net. He's purposefully looking for Draisaitl here. And again, only Bouchard on this defensive core could make that play look as easy as it was. Evan Bouchard with a legacy period there for Edmonton, and they desperately needed that. Draisaitl, McDavid loaded up in this one. They each have a couple of points here, which is fantastic. Or I should say McDavid has 1 point, Draisaitl has 1 point, but you know what I mean. There's 2 points combined for the two of them. Time on ice, McDavid played 8:35. Draisaitl played 8:05. Nugent Hopkins, 6:34. 2 assists for Nuge. We were talking about Nuge saying he has to step up here at 5-on-5. Well, I'd say Ryan Nugent Hopkins to step up at 5-on-5. Fantastic. Fantastic. Before the next period starts, you've got about 14 minutes or so. A lot of good, even spread. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the amount of shifts, right? I'm not always focused on time on ice. I'm focused on number of shifts. Draisaitl, 8 shifts. Hyman, 7 shifts, along with another group of forwards. No forward played less than 6 shifts for the Oilers. I've been screaming about this the whole series. Roll your lines. Give these guys a chance to keep their legs fresh every time they get out there. And that is really good to see from Chris Knobloch. Really good to see. Very good period so far for Edmonton. When it comes to the defensive group, Bouchard played 9:51. Looks like they're really going to lean on Bouchard here in this game. 2 assists for Bouch, +2 rating. Obviously, +2 for Ekholm as well. Ty Emerson only played 3:20. I liked his game, though, when he was out there. If we take a look at the hits in this one, Doc has thrown 3 hits. Podkolzin 3 hits. Hits in the period, 15-14 for Anaheim. Block shots, 4-3. Giveaways, 7-6. Takeaways, 3-0 Oilers. So great to see from Edmonton. Fantastic effort here early. Out-of-town scoreboard. Boston won in overtime against Buffalo. Minnesota defeated the Dallas Stars. And so far, the Oilers have a 3-goal lead here. Love to see that. The deserve to winner meter is in the Oilers' favor, and as it should be. And look at the inner slot chances, these tips in front. This is where Edmonton is going to do damage here, and it is Ville Husso in net. But if Edmonton keeps getting chances like they did in the first period, they're going to have success. But they got to keep it going. And you know what I like to see here, too? When the Oilers got the lead, they kept pressing. Every single uptick is a shot attempt for Edmonton. Look at Anaheim. They went almost half the period without a shot attempt towards the Oilers' goal. That is controlling the play. And where was this team in the first 4 games? Is what a lot of us are going to be asking. Where were they? But a great period nonetheless for the Edmonton Oilers. Love to see that. What's going on, Random Aussie? Yes, that's right, Elliot. I agree, Jesse, but it's better late than never. At least Chris Knobloch has made some adjustments here. He made adjustments with his lines. Everyone's had a chance. I'm going to go scream into a pillow. The game's far from over there, Ducks fan. The game is far from over, my friend. But the Oilers have come out. They've been on a bit of a mission here, which is great to see. And Connor Ingram, too, with a couple big saves that period, especially late. Would not have predicted we saw all 4 goalies this series. That's true, right? We went with Jari in game 4, back to Ingram here, and now Lukas Dostal, he's been pulled for Ville Husso. But the Oilers, they have shown that they can beat Dostal the whole series. It's not like Dostal has put up incredible numbers here, right? Yo, Spikey with the $5 super chat. Ingram is locking himself in for game. Well, we won't get too far ahead, but I appreciate the $5 super chat. Stellar play so far. Love it. I'm with you, my friend. Fantastic period for Edmonton. I am going to put y'all on the Be Right Back screen here. Well, it looks like the YouTube sub counter is busted right now. It says I have 0 subscribers. Not sure what that's all about. We'll just hide that. Nobody needs to see that. I'll give you all a bit of music to listen to. I am going to be right back here. I am going to take a 5-minute break. Chat, spam the chair emote. This is your favorite time. If you are a member of the channel, there's a chair emote. You can hang out with the chair. Enjoy some music as we get set for period 2. I'm going to go rest my voice, get some water, and we'll go from there. We'll see you in a bit. All right, how are we feeling? We still awake? Still awake, hanging out, enjoying our stay? Yeah. Listen, I don't mind supporting other creators, but don't come and advertise just like that, right? Don't you can't just come in here and start advertising like that. That's a quick way to get timed out, that's for sure. That is probably the quickest way to get timed out, is if you don't ask for permission to do that. You just come in and start promoting yourself for another channel. I hope so too, Zach. I hope so too, my friend. Yo, SL with the $13.99. Go Oilers, go. Let's do it. Thank you so much for the $13.99, my friend. I appreciate that. Incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. Exactly. It won't get people to subscribe either, right? Like, that's not how you grow a channel. You don't go into other streams and tell people, hey, come check out this channel. That is like not going to get you to, that's not going to get anything. Oh, I'm with you, Spider-Man. I agree. Like I said, I have no problem supporting other channels. If channels want to collaborate, they can reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram. We can chat about it. But you can't just come into a stream and just expect people to go watch your stuff. I thought so like on my channel, I have it set up where in order to chat, you have to be subscribed for at least 10 minutes. I thought that would deter that type of activity. Because like, who is going to sit for 10 minutes and wait, right? It would just be a waste of time. No, you're good. Not you, Mile High. Not you. No. You're chilling. You're chilling. No, you're chilling. There was someone else. Someone else was being like, "Hey, go check out this channel." You're good. We weren't talking about you, Mile High. You're all good. You're all good, my friend. Hey, what's going on, Abby? How you doing? Banana Man, welcome back. Are up by 3. Luck, or are we actually outplaying them? The Oilers outplayed Anaheim that period. Show us the back rooms behind your bookshelf. Oh, God, no. How's the new defense pairings going? It's weird. Like, they haven't played. Like, it's still the normal pairings. It's still Ekholm, Bush, Nurse, Murphy. Hey, what's going on, Rana? Welcome back. Nita, good to see you. Yeah. There you go, RS guy. That's funny. I like the angry knoblock emote. He needs to show that emotion more often. Hey, what's going on, French Bello? I do remember you. The wait as a new fan is annoying. Just my opinion. I apologize. I had some issues last playoff run where bots would like try and link people to go watch like live streams and stuff, like illegal streams. And it was very annoying. Like, they would spam it. So I have the 10-minute wait to deter that from happening. That's why I set that up. But I'm glad that you stuck around, Ara. I appreciate that. So far, the lines are good, Robo. I'm happy about it. Even though Leon and Connor are loaded up, and that's something we don't usually want to see, I'm okay with it in this situation because it's working out and the team is winning. But the Oilers cannot sit back here. You cannot sit back in the second period. This is literally where Anaheim shines. Sitting back in the third period, or in the second period for the Oilers, would be a disaster. I don't think the Ducks are too frustrated yet. They didn't show any signs that they're frustrated. Exactly, Jonah. No sitting back. Can't do it. Hey, what's going on, Kahir? Welcome back. What is Murphy and Dickinson's contracts? Oh, I don't know. We'll have that conversation this summer as the second period begins. We have Savoy, Roslovic, and Dickinson out for Edmonton. Here's Gauthier. Early shot towards the Oilers' goal goes wide. hit behind the Edmonton net. Dickinson trying to play it up to Roslovic. And this is the period that Anaheim has really come out and asserted dominance here. Here's a shot towards Ingram, and he steers that into the corner. Nurse off the boards. Savoy trying to play it through. Oh, man, a giveaway here. Not a good start. Oh, right. Whoops, my bad. Thank you. You got me. I muted it. My apologies. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm so bad. I always forget to mute it. Luckily, audio won't get me banned unless it's up for like 5 minutes or more. Here's McDavid now. He'll center it across. Here's Bouchard with a shot. That goes wide of the net. Puck bounces really high. Draisaitl leaves that puck for Ekholm. Puck around the boards now. Bouchard takes a hit to keep it alive here. Oh, man. Draisaitl misplayed it. 2-on-1 for the Ducks. Here comes Anaheim. Here's Leo Carlson trying to send it across. Great defensive play by Ekholm. He prevents that pass from coming across. And then Bouchard threw someone to the ice. Shot on Ingram. And the Oilers look a little flat-footed here. Here's Draisaitl trying to play it forward. And I don't know what's going on here. Oh, and Ekholm is down. Is Ekholm okay? Uh-oh. What's Ekholm doing? Is Ekholm okay? Ekholm's down. There's going to be a power play for Edmonton here, but Ekholm is slowly skating to the bench. Looks like Paling got him. The Oilers get an early power play here. I didn't see what happened to Ekholm. It happened behind the play. So Ekholm took a hit behind his net. Bouchard threw a cross-check on VL. And then the play comes up the ice, and then VL goes after Ekholm. Yeah, what was that? Oh, Ekholm might have hit his head on the ice. Ekholm was a little slow getting up. Hopefully he's okay. But VL, a little undisciplined there. He was frustrated. Bouchard gave him a cross-check. There was no call, and then he took that out on Ekholm. Off the face-off, puck is sent into the corner. Hyman on the forecheck to Nugent-Hopkins. Around the boards to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. He plays that to Bouchard at the point. Here's Evan Bouchard to Draisaitl to Bouchard. The Oilers looking to set up here. McDavid hangs on to it. Evan Bouchard back to McDavid, left circle. McDavid stumbles for a moment, but keeps possession. Here's McDavid, walks in behind the Ducks net, looking to center it out in front, plays it to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard waits and waits across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl looking to open up a lane here. Snap pass to Nugent-Hopkins off of his stick, and he'll play it back around the boards. Puck comes to McDavid. No shot on net yet for Edmonton. Here's McDavid. Walks in. Centering pass in front. What a save by Husso on Zach Hyman. Holy smokes. Oh, man. And Draisaitl's going to go to the box here for hooking. Draisaitl, his second penalty of the game here. Draisaitl's going to go to the box for hooking. The Oilers had a great scoring chance. Hyman was all alone in front, but a great save by Husso to stretch that pad out. So not a good penalty to take if you're Draisaitl. Offensive zone on the power play. Oh, man. Draisaitl, he tried to stick lift, and I don't know who that was on Anaheim that fell. Was that Killorn? Great pass by McDavid. Hyman was trying to come up with it. Yeah, Draisaitl just went to grab the puck, and stick kind of got caught up in Killorn, and Killorn went down. So, yeah, penalty to Draisaitl for hooking. Minute 8 seconds, 4-on-4. Off the face-off here. Here's Murphy. Hangs onto it. Here's Podkolzin. He'll send it back behind his net. Wait, it was Hyman that they called? It wasn't Draisaitl? Weird. I thought it was Draisaitl that went to the box. Interesting. Puck played to Murphy here. Crowd chanting, "Ref, you suck." Here's Roslovic. He'll skate it forward. Here's Podkolzin with a shot off the outside of the net there. And Darnell Nurse plays it behind the Ducks' goal. 28 seconds left in the 4-on-4 here. Ducks will try and get some offensive possession and then wait for their penalty to expire so that they can even it up. Here's a play into the middle of the ice. Nice job by Edmonton. By Dickinson. Forces the turnover outside the zone. Puck played around the boards by Seneca. Dickinson's not going to be able to come up with it. And the Anaheim Ducks They maintain possession here. Here's John Carlson. Takes a hit from Darnell Nurse. Nurse trying to grab it. Nurse was tied up, and the Ducks with possession here. They have 40 seconds of power play time. Here's John Carlson. Shoots. Good save by Connor Ingram in tight. Here's Troy Terry. Looks and surveys. Left circle. Plays it to the blue line to John Carlson. Carlson across the ice to Granlund. He'll feed it down low to Leo Carlson. To John Carlson. Waits. Leo Carlson. To John. Across. Terry with the one-timer and a good save by Ingram off his pad, and the Oilers will send that down the ice. Great save by Connor Ingram as there's 10 seconds left on the power play for Anaheim. Here's Lacombe. He'll play it back to Troy Terry. Here's Troy Terry now through the neutral zone, and that's going to be offside. And my clock reset, so 15:48 to play. Not a penalty. Face-off coming up at the Oilers' blue line. Hey, there you go. I like that. Cracking a beer and playing some NHL 2026 tonight. Love it. So good penalty kill by Edmonton. Good save there by Ingram on Troy Terry. And then Bouchard cleared it down the ice. Face off at the Oilers' blue line. Looking to get something going here. Off the face-off, Doc, he loses it, and VL gets that puck in deep is Trouba. Emberson was trying to grab it. Comes to Josh Szymanski. Oh, Szymanski, bit of a giveaway there. Oh, man, what a hit by Emberson. He just tackled someone to the ice there. Shot towards the goal by Trouba, and that went just wide of the net. Here's another shot towards the net and a save by Ingram, and there's a bit of traffic in front. Wallman letting guys know, hey, we're not going to let you near our goalie tonight. But the Oilers, again, the second period, we've talked about this. They're on their heels a bit right now. They got to get back on the attack. Edmonton has to get back on the attack here. Man, what a hit by Emberson. Jeez. That was a great hit by Emberson in the corner. Yes, smash the like button, folks. Hit the like button on tonight's live stream. It helps the algorithm push the content a little bit more. Here's a shot on net, and it shows me that you're having fun as well when you hit the like button. Good save by Ingram again off the face-off. As Anaheim getting closer to tying the Oilers in shots here. The Oilers had a pretty heavy shot advantage, but with this lead, again, the Ducks have been pushing. That's what they've been doing. Hey, appreciate that, Josh. Thank you so much. Defensive zone draw won by the Ducks again. So Anaheim coming out and winning some faceoffs as well. Here's Seneca. Whoa, man, look at the moves by Seneca. Centering pass in front, shot towards the goals, blocked in front. And Nugent Hopkins will play it up to Hyman. Almost had him, sprung for a breakaway there. Puck is behind the Ducks net. Hyman trying to grab it. Nugent Hopkins around the boards. Podkolzin will chase after it. Podkolzin behind the Ducks net. Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Here's Murphy across to Nurse. Nurse towards the goal. That's blocked in front. Podkolzin keeps it alive for a moment. And the Ducks will skate it up the ice. And a couple cross-checks there by Nugent Hopkins on someone. Don't know who that was. Got to be careful, Nuge. They'll call you for that, man. Murphy through the neutral zone. That goes off of the stick of Kapanen, not deep. Oh, man, giveaway there by Anaheim. And here's Kapanen. Waits for the delayed offside to clear. Gets a shot off and an easy save for Husso. Here's Carlson up the middle of the ice. Trying to find Minchikov, and that's going to be offside at the Oilers' blue line. So we'll have another whistle here. Yeah, we're sitting back a little bit too much here. I'd like to see Edmonton push the pace, push the issue, but you know Anaheim would be desperate, right? You knew Anaheim was going to come out. And for the most part, the shots are kind of from the outside, but Connor Ingram's also made some big saves too. I think so too, Don. I think Kapanen is playing his way into an extension with this group. As long as it's not long-term. Give him 2 years, $3 million per season, I think that's fine. He can get something similar to Put Coles and maybe 2.5 for Kapanen, I would imagine. Here come the Ducks up the middle of the ice. Minchikov loses it. Dickinson chases it. Puck comes back to Lacombe. Lacombe to Troy Terry as the Ducks reset in their own end. Here's John Carlson to Troy Terry. Terry with the breakout. Skates it through the neutral zone. He gets by Ekholm. Terry across the ice. Oh, man, what a play by Connor Murphy. What a play by Murphy defensively. And here come the Oilers. Ekholm jumps up the rush. Matthias Ekholm enters the Ducks zone, trying to cycle it behind the net. He's checked off the puck, and Rozovic's going to get pressured here by a couple of Ducks. And here's Rozovic now. He'll send it in to the corner. John Carlson's going to get pressured by McDavid. Puck comes across to John Carlson. Carlson through the middle of the ice. Good job by Draisaitl on the back check, man. Puck sent in deep by Anaheim. Picked up by Wallman. Wallman waits for some reinforcements for an outlet. Draisaitl chases after it against Minchikov. Here's Draisaitl, backhand, blocked. Draisaitl plays it to Wallman now. Wallman shoots it towards the goal. That deflects wide of the net. Kapanen on the forecheck. Punk played forward, was kept alive for a moment from Murphy or Wallman. Here's McDavid trying to send it in deep. The Oilers on the forecheck here. Kapanen applies pressure. Bouchard keeps the puck alive. Kapanen looking to also keep it in, but the Ducks do get it out. Puck sent in to the Oilers zone. Here's Bouchard now. Bouchard up the boards here. And here's McDavid. Walks in. McDavid behind the Ducks net trying to wrap it around in front. Oh, man. McDavid had a good chance, but he was just out of gas there. Couldn't come up with the wraparound. And here's a giveaway by Edmonton. Sent in deep by Moore, but Josh Szymanski will come up with it. He tries to... Oh, man, the linesman goes down. Puck hit the linesman, and then linesman fell hard onto the ice. It looks like he's okay. Here's a pass up to Colton Dach. Dach walks in, trying to center it out in front, out of the reach of Lazar. Anaheim up the ice, and someone on Anaheim just went down, and are they going to call a penalty here on Edmonton? Yeah, it looks like the Oilers are going to get another penalty. Got to stay out of the box, man. Yo, Taken with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, no. Connor Murphy's down the tunnel. Murphy made a great defensive play here, and then... Oh, the skate hit Murphy in the hand. Oh, hopefully Murphy's okay. Please tell me that didn't do any major damage. Oh my God, this team already has so many injuries, and Connor Murphy is instrumental on this penalty kill. Colton Dach to the box here for interference. That is not good. But thank you so much, Taken, for the $10 super chat. Truly appreciate that. Thank you. It was Szymanski that hit the linesman, yeah. Hopefully Murphy's okay. Hopefully it's just a cut and not anything like that could be bone related. Like, oh boy. So a penalty kill without Murphy potentially here is not looking great. No, nothing like that. It wasn't like the Evander Kane thing. He wasn't stepped on. It was just like the skate kind of like, if this was Murphy's hand, and like, let's say this is the skate blade, it kind of just like hit the side. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. Yeah, not optimal, Jennifer. Anaheim has been pushing the pace here. The shots in the second are 6-2 in favor of the Ducks. Edmonton cannot sit back like this. This is not ideal. Murphy did have his glove on, yeah. So that's also a good sign too. Because he pulled his hand out of his glove. He was looking to see if it was cut or anything. I don't know. I didn't see any blood, but hopefully Murphy is not out long here. They're going to need him. But Murphy in the box, another kill for Edmonton. They got to stay out of the penalty box, man. The power play for Anaheim gets them in every single game. And Colton Dach knows better too. He can't do that. Yeah, Dach threw a hit way late on Killorn. Yeah, that's an obvious interference penalty. I don't know what Colton Dach was thinking there. I know you want to be engaged physically, but you can't be doing that far away from the puck, man. All right, so the Anaheim Ducks here on the power play. Minute 46 to go here on their power play. Up the ice. Oh, man. Here's a stretch pass. Oh, look at that defensive play by Murphy, and they score. So Murphy was back on the ice, but Anaheim's back in it. Penalties kill the Oilers every single time. Stay out of the damn box, man. The Oilers might be looking maybe offside on the entry. I don't think so, though. It didn't look offside in real time. So it was a stretch pass up the ice, brought in by Anaheim. Murphy made the initial great defensive play, but then Killorn comes up. Puck deflected right to him. Or it was a nice pass, sorry, by McTavish. Nice pass by McTavish. Found Killorn wide open there in front of the net. And he puts it past Ingram. So if the Oilers could just stay out of the damn penalty box, that would be fantastic. The Ducks, again, their power play gets them in every single game, man. Stop taking stupid penalties. I agree. The penalty kill is just horrific. It's just horrific. Here's Jake Wallman, and I don't know what's going on here. Linesman, was it delayed offside? I don't know what the whistle was for. All right, let's see if the Oilers can get back on track here. Get the next one. Get the next one. Because now it's a 2-goal game in Anaheim. They'll be feeling good about that. They have come out and asserted their forecheck again this period. I mean, the PK wasn't very good with Janmark either this season, Gavin. The PK is really bad without Henrique. I'm going to be honest. Adam Henrique, when he's in the lineup, it's oh man, there's a trip. And then here's a penalty coming up to Trouba. Jacob Trouba's going to the box, and the Oilers can get this. They can get this goal right back. The Oilers can get this goal right back, folks. They get a power play. Trouba to the box for tripping. This is your time for your top players to shine. This is how you regain momentum. Yeah, Savoy was trying to skate forward, and yeah, Trouba got his stick in the feet of Savoy, or he would have been gone. Like, Trouba had to do that. Otherwise, the Oilers would have had an on-man rush. All right, power play for Edmonton. They're 0 for 2. This is a chance to get it back. Chance to get this one back. Draisaitl's kicked out of the face-off dot, as per usual. Here's McDavid now. McDavid off the draw, wins it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl holds on to it, waits for a lane. He tries to put it through some skates, but it comes to McDavid. McDavid trying to cycle it towards... Oh, man, McDavid walks away with it, trying to play it in front, puck loose in the blue paint, and Anaheim's going to blow that up the ice. Pause on the wording of that. I don't know why I said that. Here's Evan Bouchard. Plays it back to Draisaitl. Oilers with the slingshot maneuver to McDavid. Through the middle of the ice. Trying to skate through a few Ducks there. You're not going to be able to skate through the Ducks. Evan Bouchard now. Minute 20 left on the power play. You need this power play to convert. Desperately. Here's Bouchard. That's offside at the offensive zone blue line. So the Oilers' top unit here not looking sharp on the power play. Come on, Edmonton. Get going here. This is your chance to regain momentum, regain that 3-goal lead, and then maybe suck the sails. Suck the sails. Take the wind out of the sails of the Anaheim Ducks. Oh, my God. The wording right now. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I'm not meaning to do that. Here's McDavid now. Trying to play it up the ice. Oilers keep it in. Here's Evan Bouchard. He'll play it to Nugent Hopkins. Minute to go on the power play. Back to Bouch. Draisaitl to Bouchard. He'll give it to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. McDavid behind the Ducks net. Centers it out in front. Off the skate of Bouchard. Trying to maintain possession. Here's McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins spins away from a check. Plays it back to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins. Down low. Centering pass in front. What a save on Draisaitl by Husso. The Oilers got to look. Here's Bouchard with a one-timer, and he fanned on that one. Ducks trying to come up with possession. It comes back to Bouchard. Oh, Bouchard holds the line. What a play by Bouchard to McDavid across. Draisaitl scores! What a play. What a keep by Bouchard. What a pass by McDavid. And Draisaitl gives the Oilers another 3-goal lead. What an unbelievable keep at the blue line from Bouchard, man. Unbelievable game Bouchard's having. And Connor McDavid, he steps in and he finds Draisaitl with his patented one-timer. Unbelievable keep by Bouchard. Look at this play by Bouchard along the blue line. He holds it. He has a couple defenders on him. What a pass to McDavid, and he finds Draisaitl, and he one-times it past Husso. Nothing Husso could do on that. Unbelievable play there, and wow. Evan Bouchard, 3 points in this game. Legacy game for Bouch, and the Oilers have regained the 3-goal lead. Fantastic play. Look at Paul Coffey having a conversation with Bouch, probably letting him know, that was a close one, hey? Exactly. That's how you suck the sails. Oh, my God. Everyone's going to be saying that now. Here's a puck towards the Ducks net. Looked like Husso touched it, but they're going to say it was icing regardless, so... Dark Bouch has arrived. That is they need their top players to be their top players, and tonight Bouchard has been a top player. What a play by Bouchard. That's an unbelievable read, man. What a pass. Hey, there you go, Tanner. Yeah, the Wild did win tonight. And, oh, man, here's a shot after the whistle. And Ekholm's going after Seneca here. Not happy about the fact that Seneca shot the puck after the whistle. And they're having a conversation with him. I like that from Ekholm, right? Send the message. We're not going to let you get away with stuff like that. You know the Ducks, they're going to be trying different things. Gamesmanship, trying to get under the skin of Ingram, right? So I don't blame Seneca for doing that, but that was a pretty late shot. The whistle had clearly gone. And, yeah, Ekholm did not like that from Seneca. Minnesota's up 3-2 in the series versus Dallas now. Minnesota's won 2 games in a row. All right, defensive zone face-off for Edmonton. Won by Rozovic. He'll get it to Jake Wallman. Wallman spinning away from VL. Here's Wallman, skates it up the ice. The outlet pass to... they're going to say offside, actually, on... The whistle is gone. Nobody can hear the whistle there. And, oh, man. And someone on Anaheim just hit an Oiler there. It looks like Matt Savoy's having a conversation. Rozovic's having a conversation with the ref, letting him know. The ref's like, hey, hold on. We were blowing the whistle a whole bunch. Nobody heard us, though. Ekholm's not very happy about that either. Look at Ekholm, pretty animated with the officials, too. But this building is loud. Nobody heard the whistle go. It was offside on Edmonton for sure. But there will be a commercial break. 9:14 to play here in the second period. The Oilers have regained that 3-goal lead. Both teams with a power play goal here in the second period. Have to clean the glasses. There is a Dark Bouch. Dark Bouch has been made. I just don't have an emote yet. I unlock more emotes. I forget how many more memberships I need to unlock more emotes. I don't remember. I might have enough now, actually, if I check. I'll have to check after the stream and add a Bouch emote. Yo, Canuck fan with 5 gifted subscriptions on Twitch. Thank you so much, Canuck fan. Holy smokes. I appreciate that, my friend. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. Anyone who throws a literal duck on the ice should be in a straitjacket. Yeah, no kidding. Thank you so much, Canuck fan. Also, welcome back. Sorry if I've missed any chats here on Twitch. The YouTube chat moves a little bit quicker than the Twitch chat, so I try and make sure that I'm acknowledging everyone. I agree, Janias. Edmonton needs to keep up the pressure. They need more goals. I completely agree. Who do I think deserves the Ted Lindsay? It'd be pretty cool if Macklin Celebrini won it. Like, if you look at the supporting cast for Celebrini and what he was able to accomplish as we have to remember, Celebrini's still a teenager. What he accomplished as a teenager on a team with far less support around him than the Oilers with McDavid and Kucherov in Tampa. It'd be pretty cool if Celebrini won it. Yeah, if you send it in the Discord, that would be great because then I can create an emote with it. I'll save it on my PC and then I can make an emote out of it. Shots are 16-13 Edmonton, 9-12 to go here in the second period. Face off at the Anaheim Ducks blue line. Yo, Prototech with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Joy got one. Ara, Stats, Dakota, and Trev. If you got a gifted membership on YouTube, make sure you thank Prototech for that. Thank you so much, Prototech. Enjoy your custom emotes. There's lots to choose from. Lots of Oilers-themed ones. Also, my cats are part of the emote squad on YouTube as well. You can use the emotes during live streams or on videos that I upload. So thank you so much for the 5 gifted there, Proto. Appreciate that. Offensive zone draw. Josh Szymanski's going to come in and take it for the Oilers out there with Doc and Lazar. Szymanski wins it, but he wins it a little bit too cleanly. Yo, Mars Bar with the $20 super chat. Great pod. Thanks. Thank you. No, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that. Huge. Here's Colton Doc now. He'll try and skate it through the neutral zone. Bad giveaway by Doc. Got to get that puck in deep if you don't got to pass. Thank you for the $20 super chat there, Mars Bar. Thank you. Here's Curtis Lazar. He'll go in on the forecheck. He'll leave it for Doc. Doc trying to... Oh, Doc took a high stick and no call coming here. Doc in on the forecheck. Nugent Hopkins plays it to the point. Comes across to Wallman. Wallman has to stop up. Oh, what a stick by Wallman to keep that puck from getting by him. Oilers are going to keep possession here. Hey, thank you so much, Kyle. Here's a shot from the point for Anaheim. That goes over the net. Here's Leo Carlson in on the forecheck. Podkolzin plays it behind his own net. Anaheim on the forecheck now. Puck along the half wall. Nugent Hopkins with a stick check here. Hines brings it in. Centered. Puck behind the net. Wallman plays it around to Emberson. Emberson with a high flip. Not out, though. Kept in. Puck sent across the ice, and Podkolzin will be able to send that down. That'll head towards the Ducks net. That's going to be icing on Edmonton. Those of you who are curious where the... Hey, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. All my chains are behind me. I have them hanging up. Can I go easy on your Ducks? I can't say that I can go easy, and I don't want the Oilers to go easy either. So the Oilers, defensive zone face-off on the icing. This line's been out for a little bit here. Here's Podkolzin, though, with a good speed burst. He'll hit the red line, and he'll send it in deep as Edmonton will go for a change. Husso leaves it behind the net. Zach Hyman kind of jumped up. Here's a centering pass. Oh, and McDavid hit the side of the net. What a play there. And McDavid didn't come up with it. Or didn't come up with a goal, I should say. It was a nice chance, though, for McDavid. Here's McDavid now on the forecheck. He's bumped off the puck. Anaheim sending it to the neutral zone. Evan Bouchard now plays it to Ekholm. Ekholm with a hard rim around the boards. Here's Husso. He'll play it to John Carlson behind his net. McDavid's looked pretty good tonight, Spud. McDavid's looked pretty good tonight. Better than he has. And Anaheim sends that down the ice, unforced icing, and the Oilers will be able to get the line matchup that they want as the Ducks ice the puck. What a forecheck by Hyman. He jumped into the back of Jackson LaCombe, and then he gives him a couple shoves too. And then a nice centering pass by Podkolzin. Found McDavid, who hit the... Oh, actually, that was a good save by Husso. Holy smokes. Yo, Ellie, how's it going? Or Eli. If you let me know how it's pronounced. If it's Ellie, welcome in. Draisaitl, offensive zone draw out there with Kapanen, McDavid, Bouchard, and Wallman. I like the Wallmans out there with Bouchard. You're looking for some offense still. Bouchard will come up with it. Bouchard looks for a lane across to Wallman, fakes the shot. Evan Bouchard now. Left circle to McDavid. Across the ice, looking for Draisaitl, who may have had a one-timer chance, but a good stick by Anaheim. Here's McDavid. He's going to wind up here. Lots of Ducks surrounding him. Here's Lacombe. Grabbed onto it for a moment. McDavid on the forecheck as Anaheim will skate it out of trouble. Here's Kreider now. Through the neutral zone, off the body of McTavish. Here's Bouchard. Plays it back to Wallman. Took a bad head injury. Oh, no. That's really sad to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. As someone who has dealt with many head injuries myself, I wish you a very speedy recovery. Hey, thank you so much, Ara. I appreciate that. Let's go Oilers. Tanner is just spamming. Let's go Wild. I love it. That's the best part about this channel, too, by the way. It doesn't matter if you're an Oilers fan or not. You are always welcome here, as long as we're respectful towards each other. Little trash talk is also okay, as long as we're not being mean about it. But yeah, feel soon. Feel soon, Ellie. Here's Trouba. Right circle. McTavish towards the goal. That's blocked by Draisaitl, and he'll look for Kapanen here. Kapanen will just deflect that in deep. Kapanen chases after it against Minchikov. Minchikov. Oh, man, Kapanen. Good hit on Minchikov. Trouba up the middle of the ice. Here come the Ducks now. Here's Washi. He's hit by Darnell Nurse, and Dickinson lost it. Wraparound attempt for Anaheim. Trouba towards the goal, goes wide. Here's Jack Rozovic. He pokes it forward, and Jason Dickinson trying to grab it. He kicks it forward, almost a 2-on-1. Dickinson goes down. Puck in the feet of Rozovic. That's going to be knocked into the neutral zone. And Dickinson's still down. Oilers can't enter the zone without being offside, so it'll come back to Nurse. Nurse gets that up the ice. Oilers will get it in deep and go for a change. Here's Leo Carlson. He'll reset it. Jacob Trouba now. Across. Up the middle. Here come the Ducks. Potential 2-on-1 now. Nice job by Bouchard. Prevents that pass from getting across, and another conversation there after the whistle. Ekholm has been very engaged. Matthias Ekholm has been very mad tonight, which is great to see. I like to see the emotion. Construction work. Oh, I couldn't even imagine. Can't play hockey for a year because I broke a finger and I got a really bad concussion. That is really brutal. That sucks. Oh, man. Like I said, wishing you a super speedy recovery. To become a member is what you're asking. Depends if you're on a browser. In the chat, there should be like a $sign. You would click that, and then you can, or beside the name on the channel. If you're watching on a browser where it says subscribe, there should be something that says join. If you hit join, I think that's how you do it. I almost forgot how joining works on YouTube. I agree, Everett. I want a little bit more from Savoy as well. Put up the Dark Bouch image? No, we're keeping things the same. I don't want to jinx anything. Bouchard's had a good game. I don't want to put that up and jinx it. But I will make Dark Bouch an emote for YouTube and Twitch, though. I hope so, too. I hope they win it for you. I agree, Steve. McDavid's looked good tonight. It's been solid. Solid night from the big dogs here. Evan Bouchard has 3 points. Draisaitl has 2 goals. McDavid has 2 assists. Their top guns have shown up tonight. The power play is there. Well, sort of. They're 1 for 3, but that's better than 0 for 3. Ekholm probably has two more like solid years left in him, I would think. At least 2 years. Yeah, I need the Oilers to keep pushing. 3-goal lead is never safe against this Ducks team. The Ducks led the league in comebacks for a reason. You can make an empty net emote and name the emote. Oh no, Junkyard Dave. That's so mean. That's so mean. That's funny though. I like it. It's Ingram tonight. Ingram is in net for Edmonton. He's made some pretty big saves here, too. Can't blame him on the goal that Anaheim scored. It was a power play goal. Puck sent off the glass into the neutral zone, and Bouchard will send it in deep. Or Murphy, sorry. I'm also surprised, too. But Ingram was their starter for the last month and a half of the season. So if you trust that he's your starter, you go with them, right? It is good to know that Jari did give Edmonton a chance. Here's Rozovic in on the forecheck. He sends that puck around the boards. Anaheim, they'll flip it through the neutral zone. Bounces towards Darnell Nurse. Nurse gives that puck to Colton Dock off of his stick, and the Ducks will try and bring it in now. Here's Troy Terry. He spins off of a check. Terry against Szymanski. Terry at the blue line gives it to Granlund. Granlund right circle. Granlund with a shot and a great save by Connor Ingram. Didn't give him a single angle to shoot at. Good save from Ingram. Hey, what's going on, Puck Drop Nation? How you doing? Draisaitl tied with Lacombe for points in the postseason. Yeah, Draisaitl, Draisaitl's he's a different beast, man, when the playoffs hit. I don't know how he does it. I'd say the lines are being rolled. Lucky. The lines are definitely being rolled right now. But we'll take a look at what the ice time looks like after the second. We'll do a second period summary. But to my eye, Szymanski's been getting good shifts, consistent shifts. Roslovic, Savoy, Lazar, they've all been getting their looks. Here's a puck won by Draisaitl. Comes to Hellison as Anaheim gets in on the forecheck here. Up the boards, McDavid loses it to Killorn. Killorn across. Here's a shot towards the net. Saved by Ingram. And Anaheim continues to attack on the forecheck here. Bouchard does a good job to tie up Terry. McDavid against Terry. Terry trying to play it to the point as Anaheim sends it around the boards. Oh, man, what a bounce. It came in front. And Granlund tried to go backdoor to Terry. That was a crazy bounce. And Anaheim with possession. Hellison along the half wall. Here's Killorn now. Granlund to Killorn. Right circle shot towards the net. Good save from Ingram. Here's Kapanen. He throws a hit. Bouchard will try and play it up to McDavid, and that puck was in his feet. Puck is sent down the ice, and that's going to be icing on the Oilers as they're kind of hemmed in a little bit here, this top line for Edmonton. Yeah, each team has a power play goal this period. I got to meet Draisaitl or McDavid one day. One day I'll go to like one of those mall signings or something. All right, defensive zone face-off. Oilers' top line's been kind of hemmed in for a bit here. Draisaitl's got to get a win. The team's got to get this puck out. Ekholm trying to push it forward off the face-off. Anaheim does keep it alive. Bouchard behind his goal. Does a good job to spin from trouble. Up the right boards. Kapanen wasn't there for Edmonton. Puck sent around. Here's McDavid. He'll play it behind his net to Bouchard as the Ducks apply a ton of pressure here. Puck bouncing around the neutral zone now. The Oilers can't get a change. Anaheim brings it back in. Look at McDavid, though, on the back check. He takes McTavish into the boards. Draisaitl trying to poke it forward. He won't get it out. The Ducks are keeping the top line hemmed in. This top line for Edmonton's been out for a while. Ekholm playing it up the boards. Draisaitl, he's hit hard from behind. Puck is under him now. Crowd wanted a call, and Paling's involved in a puck battle. As the Oilers will finally send this down the ice. The Oilers desperately need to get a change. So Draisaitl was hit pretty hard from behind into the boards. There was no call there, and the crowd is giving it to the officials right now. I'll have to see a replay. I'm not sure why the ref didn't call that. The officials in this game have been brutal, though, for both teams. Like, really, really bad officiating tonight. Here's Anaheim. Again, another offensive zone shift. Connor Ingram will hang on to that weak shot from the blue line. And, here's some rough stuff after the whistle. Now, holy smokes, there are bodies flying everywhere. Moore goes down. Podkolzin trying to come up with someone. And, yeah, there's some emotion here. There's some emotion here after the whistles tonight. Podkolzin's having a word. I don't know who he has tied up there in the corner. Looks like maybe Seneca is tied up with Murphy. Would like to see Edmonton not back on their heels so much. The Ducks have gone to work on the forecheck, and they've been effective at it. I do want to see a replay on that hit from behind on Draisaitl, though. I want to know if that was a penalty. It looks like Washi's going to the penalty box. I don't know who else on Edmonton's going to go. Yeah, Draisaitl. Oh, man, yeah, how is that not a penalty? He jumped into Draisaitl from behind. That was Chris Kreider. Are you kidding me? Right into the numbers. He jumped into Draisaitl, right into the boards. That's unbelievable that they didn't call that. That is ridiculous. But the Oilers get the favorable officiating, though. Oh, my. Anyone that thinks Edmonton gets favorable officiating just doesn't watch this team enough. That is unbelievable that Kreider jumped into the back of Draisaitl, pushed him into the boards, and there was no boarding call. Unbelievable, and it's right in front of the official, too. I can't believe they didn't call that. Never, whoever's working this game tonight, never let them work another game in the playoffs. Never let them work another one. There's no way anyone can complain about Edmonton getting favorable officiating in this hockey game after that they let go from Kreider. That was a dirty, dirty hit. Do not like that at all. Crazy, man. All right, so the penalties, looks like Hyman and Washi are in the box, so it's going to be 4-on-4. 4-on-4 here. Washi and Hyman in the box, each for roughing. Here's Bouchard. He'll play it across the ice to McDavid. McDavid with speed. McDavid stops up. He'll play it back to Bouchard at the point. 4-on-4 here to end this period. Here's Wallman. Nice play by Wallman. He faked dumping it in deep, and then he played it back to McDavid. McDavid walks into the middle. He tried to center it across to Draisaitl, and here's Troy Terry now. Terry, he's stripped off the puck by Draisaitl. Draisaitl might have got his stick in the hands. Anaheim wanted a call on Leon, but they didn't call it. Here's Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid trying to get by Carlson. Plays it back to the blue line, and the Oilers were in the middle of a change. Bouchard tips it forward, but the Ducks have numbers. Here's Gauthier, drops it. One-timer, and that goes high and wide. And Connor McDavid, he has a step. Look at Husso out of the net. He sends the puck off the boards into the Oilers bench. Husso had to come out of the net there. Otherwise, McDavid would have had a breakaway. It's so bad. The officiating's so bad. And like I said, it's bad for both teams. Like, both teams have gotten away with a ton tonight, but the most dangerous play of the night, which was Kreider basically lunging into the back of Draisaitl, was not called. Yeah, if you don't want to call the hooks and slashes and stuff, okay, fine. But you got to protect the players, man. At minimum, you got to make that call, that boarding call on Kreider. That's crazy that Kreider got the benefit of the doubt there. Yo, Iceman, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Here's Paling. He's going to get pressured by Podkolzin as the Ducks will skate it up the ice. Anaheim might have some numbers here. Here's Gauthier. He spins away from a check. It's into the feet of Podkolzin, and Podkolzin will just get that to the neutral zone. 34 seconds to play here in the period. Shots are even, although the Anaheim Ducks have, they're way out shooting Edmonton in the second period. Each team with a power play goal here in the second. Puck sent around the boards. Yo, Thunders with another gifted membership. Thank you so much. Party at that point. Absolutely, Rosie. Offside on Edmonton. Murphy's involved, having a conversation. And nobody went after Murphy. They don't want any piece of Murphy. I like the emotion that Edmonton's playing with right now. So Mega became a member thanks to Thunder's production with another gifted membership. Thank you so much. Good hit by Podkolzin on Minchikov there along the boards. I think a 4-on-4 league might be interesting. But the NHL would probably never adopt that. But I think if you had like a 4-on-4, just like a separate league that's not NHL related, that might be interesting. Here's Bouchard, skates it up the ice, plays it into the feet of Roslovic, spins from a check, takes a hit, trying to center it out in front, looking for Savoy, puck loose, and we are going to head to this third period with the Oilers still up by 3. So a good period by Anaheim. They only got one, though. The Oilers survived the onslaught. Anaheim has really pushed the pace in second periods in this game, or in this series. Shots in the second, 11-5 in favor of the Ducks. So the Oilers survived, right? They survived the onslaught. Yo, Rana with the $13.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I love that. The number one fan jumping up and down. Appreciate that, Rana. That is very kind of you. So in that second period, the goals, Killorn on the power play, and then Leon Draisaitl also with a power play goal. We'll take a look at Killorn's as it was just a bit of a breakdown in front. Killorn will eventually come up with it. Puck is played up to McTavish. He tries to center. Now Murphy got his stick on it initially, which was great. But then as this play progresses, he gets it back. Killorn finds himself all alone in the inner slot here, and he just puts that past the pad of Connor Ingram. There's nothing Ingram could have done on that one, by the way. Like, there's nothing they could have done on that one. Hockey Hour with the $10 super chat. 1 goal. We should try playing in their end. I agree, my friend. I'm just happy the Oilers, for the most part, survived that second period. Killorn with a power play goal, and then Leon Draisaitl, his third goal of the series was on the power play. Evan Bouchard made an unbelievable play at the blue line. Finds McDavid. McDavid across to Draisaitl. Nothing Husso can do. That restored the Oilers' 3-goal lead. And again, Anaheim with lots of zone time, lots of possession time. They're not getting those really high danger looks right now, which is obviously good for Edmonton, but Edmonton playing with fire a little bit. Edmonton has to, they have to really come out with some fire in the third period, right? I don't want to see the Oilers sitting back in the third. I want them to push the pace. Yeah, what's your question, my friend? Hey, no worries, Rowan. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Best Oilers second period so far. Well, the fact that they didn't get outscored makes it the best period just by default. Face-off percentage heavily in the Oilers' favor. Power plays. Edmonton's 1 for 3. And Anaheim's 1 for 2. Hits in this game, 29-27 Anaheim. I do like how physical this game has been. I like the emotion from Edmonton. I like the emotion from the Edmonton Oilers. And they just have to win the third period, right? Just play a solid third period here. Time on ice in this game, McDavid 17:38, Draisaitl 16:30, but they were caught out pretty late in that period. They were caught out there late. But if we take a look at the amount of shifts, right? Savoy actually leads in terms of number of shifts. He's only played 8:22, which means he's on and off the ice quickly. Good to see. Roslovic, same thing, right? You're on the ice for 30 seconds, get off the ice. Nobody has less than 11 shifts for the Oilers. Nobody has more than 16. So Knobloch is rolling his lines right now. That's all I care about. It's not always so much ice time. It's how are you rolling the lines? Is everyone getting on the ice consistently? Your question is sorry for spamming earlier. It's all good. It's all good, my friend. That's why I didn't outright ban you, right? Everyone gets a second chance. I'm not going to ban someone. And then look at Evan Bouchard, man. 3 points. We take a look at the Oilers forward group as well. Draisaitl 2, Nugent-Hopkins 2, McDavid 2, Hyman and Podkolzin each with a point in this one. Now, Podkolzin's only played 7:25. I imagine his ice time will increase in the third period. How are we looking after 2 now? They're in a position to win a hockey game, but they have to get going. Well, we're not there yet, Gordon. Not going to get ahead of ourselves yet, right? They're not there yet. If you watched my videos, you would have been doing this a little bit sooner, I think. Defensively, Bouchard leads all defensemen for Edmonton. Time on ice, 20 minutes, 3 assists. Legacy game for Bouch right now. Love to see that. And Ingram, solid game from Ingram. Now, if we take a look at the advanced stats here, the money puck, let's see what's going on. The Oilers still lead when it comes to the deserve to win meter. Anaheim had more shots in that period, but pretty low event period overall. Especially for Edmonton. They only had, 0.2 expected goals that period, but one of them had resulted in a goal. But here's the Oilers. Look at, they went 7 minutes without a shot on net or a shot attempt. That has to change in the third. Anaheim took over that period. Edmonton's got to get going here. These flat lines, this represents shot attempts. Every tick upwards is a shot attempt. The Oilers did not have a shot attempt towards Husso in the final 5 or 6 minutes or so. Yeah, it's frustrating, Junkyard. But as long as Edmonton plays a solid third, right? This sit-back hockey is not going to work against the Ducks. Edmonton has to push the pace in the third period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. Also, if you haven't hit the like button on the stream yet, make sure you hit that like button. I am going to take another break. I'm going to play some music for the chat just so that you're not too bored. This is your time to get up, stretch your legs, get some water, get a snack, and hang out with Chair. We all know how much you all like hanging out with Chair, much more than you do hanging out with me. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed after tonight's game, no matter what happens. I will have a fan reaction after the game that will be uploaded later tonight. Tomorrow, a day after discussion, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there, folks. Yo, Tacos with the 199. Is Shorzy in tonight? Well, Shorzy must be having some kind of effect on the team because they're playing with a bit more emotion right now, which is great to see. What's going on, Aaron? What app is that? That was Money Puck, I think is what you were asking, right? I'm here for chair. I knew it. I knew you were here for chair. All right, folks. I'll be right back. I'll get some music playing. Just some synth music for everyone. And we'll see you we'll see you in about 10 minutes. We'll see you soon. Don't go anywhere, of course. I will be back. We're back, folks. We're back. How we feeling? How we feeling heading into the third period? We feeling okay? Feeling good? Yeah, I need fiber. Yeah, that missed penalty on Draisaitl, dude. Like Kreider is lunging into Draisaitl's back and then shoves him into the board. I'm telling you right now, Anaheim's lucky that wasn't a 5-minute major. Like, the fact that wasn't even a minor penalty, let alone a major, is crazy. Crazy to me. Horrible officiating all night. Yes, rest in peace to John Garrett as well. Well, I wouldn't say rigged, but game management. And like I said, I'm mad about the non-call because if you're not going to call slashes and hooks and stuff, it's fine, let them play. But you got to protect the players, man. You have to protect the players. Could you imagine if Pud Colson did that to Seneca or Troy Terry? I would absolutely be like, yo, call that. You have to call that. Same Slane. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Just ridiculous that was not called. It's like a Rams Saints playoff game. Hey, appreciate that, Nathan. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, that's what I'm saying, Nita. The Ducks are getting away with a bunch. The Oilers are getting away with a bunch. This is just an, in general, terribly officiated hockey game. Who are the officials in this game? I gotta know. Game info. Eric Furlat and Kendrick Nicholson. Yeah, don't let these guys ref anymore. Furlat is surprising. Usually Eric Furlat's better than that. I haven't really heard of Kendrick Nicholson, though, but Eric Furlat's, he's better than that, man. Even the panel said that the refs don't know what to call. Did they? Oh, man. I swear I'm still not mad. It's like that meme where that it's like a black and white smiley face meme where he's wearing a mask. The mask is smiling, but under the mask, it's just rage. Where's the cats? They're all over the screen right now. You got Mochi, you got Franklin, you got Kitty Kitty. Right now, the cats are hanging out somewhere in my apartment. What's the real reason, Russian egg? I need to know. Cat's chilling in Florida. That would be amazing, Aninga. That would be amazing. Also, welcome back. Good to see you, my friend. Don't recognize the names of either of the refs tonight, which usually means things are good. Chocolate Sunday. There you go. Love that. Why do I feel like Kitty Kitty is a crash out? Now, Kitty Kitty's a little dictator. He runs the show. He runs the show. I'm always down. I am always down to collaborate. The thing is, nobody reaches out to me. I've reached out to a few. I won't name names. I've reached out to some creators to see if they want to, collaborate on anything, and I usually don't. I'm usually just left on red. I don't know, man. Oh, Patrick, he's down. If I ever wanted to connect with Patrick, the Oilers fanatic, he would for sure. He would definitely be like, yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. He seems like a real one. Yeah, Mochi's a girl. Franklin's a boy. Kitty Kitty's a boy. I think a lot of people like the heart rate monitor. Co-op Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, Junkyard. I don't play. If I played Fortnite, I wouldn't be against it. I'm not much of a Fortnite guy, unfortunately. All right, third period has started, folks. Let's see if the Oilers can lock this thing down, right? The big step, don't play sit-back hockey. You can lock things down without playing sit-back hockey. I think the best defense tonight will be a good offense. They should keep pushing the pace. Here's Curtis Lazar trying to get that puck in deep, and that's checked by Troy Terry. He'll backhand it in deep. Behind the Oilers' goal, Nurse can't come up with it. VL pokes it forward. Here's Washy now. He's checked off the puck, and Colton Dock will grab it. Szymanski now, up to Nurse. Nurse, nice job by Nurse. He pokes that in deep. Colton Dock goes after. The defense throws a bit of a hit there on Hellison. You think Mammoth in 7 over Vegas? Let's see. Could happen. Here's a shot towards Ingram. Good save, and he couldn't quite corral that rebound, but he did eventually do it. I was a minute off on my timer there. My apologies. 19:01 to play here in the hockey game. Cookie clicker. There you go. What games do you play Mile High? What's been the highest heart rate tonight? I think about 125. I think that's the highest we've reached is 125. I don't even know what that is persona. Here's a shot towards and Terry hits the goalpost as the Oilers are Anaheim's going to be pushing here, so the Oilers got to be careful. Here's a high flip down the ice by Wallman, and it's going to be icing on the Oilers. Unforced icing on Edmonton. Try and reach 180. The highest heart rate I've ever hit was 173, and that was at the end of Game 6 against Dallas in 2024. I think I hit 172 or 173 beats per minute. It's just Oilers hockey there, Lauren. I get all jacked up sometimes. Here's a shot towards the goal, and easy save for Ingram. He'll just hang on to that. Yo, Withers with the $6.99 in Super Chat. Win the period, win the night, flip the script heading to Anaheim. Let's go, boys. I like the way you think. Let's do it. Let's do it. Dude, fun fish. I'm not even kidding. I actually thought I was going to pass out. The Oilers were just hanging on to a 1-goal lead for the whole game, man. Most stressful game of my life that I watched. I don't know how the players could handle it. How many energy drinks tonight? No energy drinks tonight. But I did have probably about 140 milligrams of caffeine throughout the stream. But it wasn't like a Red Bull. It was like a pre-workout. Like, the 6-star workout brand? It was just like a scoop of that in water at the start of the stream. Just to give myself a bit of extra energy. A little shot of adrenaline. MLB 25, Skate, and Dragon Ball Z Spark. Okay, interesting. I was going to say, I don't play any of those. I did play MLB The Show a lot back in the day, but I didn't like the last couple of games, so. Be nice to my heart, absolutely. Doing my best to be a little bit nicer to it. Off the faceoff, Draisaitl won it, but the Ducks will come up with possession. Here's Seneca, stops up into the middle, shot on goal, rebound in front, good save by Ingram, and Anaheim had a good look on the rebound as they've been shooting for rebounds a lot this series. Here's Kapanen up the middle. Here's Draisaitl. Flips it into the corner. Connor McDavid will chase after it. Here's Trouba now, pressured by McDavid. Lacombe sends that puck up the ice through the neutral zone. Ekholm's back for Edmonton to grab possession. Xenoblade. There you go. Xenoblade is very fun. Here's McDavid. He'll come up with the puck. He'll send it in deep. McDavid's shoved to the ice. Crowd's going to react to that, but there was nothing malicious about that. Puck sent through the neutral zone. Connor Murphy will grab it. Murphy, be careful. Gives it to Nurse. Puck bouncing on him, and the Oilers, the Oilers are just playing sit-back hockey right now. Hyman, though, will grab possession. Hyman trying to, and Hyman takes a late hit by Poehling. Poehling with possession now. At the red line, he'll skate it up at the ice, and he'll enter the Oilers zone, into the middle. Puck comes across. Here's John Carlson with a shot and a save by Connor Ingram. So the Oilers are already turning the puck over. The Ducks are on the attack here. The Oilers have to get on the forecheck, man. They started off this game so strong, but they have to get going. You cannot sit back on this Ducks team. Oh, there you go, Mile High. I'm a big Blue Jays fan, so maybe one day Giants and Blue Jays in the World Series, that'd be pretty fun. So 17-11 to play here in the third period. And Edmonton needs a face-off win here. Draisaitl's out there to take the draw. Defensive zone. Draisaitl trying to come up with it. Dickinson's out there. Someone's stick exploded. Darnell Nurse can't come up with it. He throws a bit of a cross-check there on VL. Lucky he didn't get called. Oh, and Draisaitl's knocked down, and here's Murphy. Murphy with backhand to Rozovic. Nice pass to Nurse. Here's Nurse on his backhand. Centers it out in front, and that's grabbed by Hines. He'll play it up the left side. That's going to be dumped in by Ian Moore. Puck is going to be sent around the glass. Matt Savoy plays it back behind his own net. Murphy left boards, and Nurse just let it go to nobody. I don't know what Nurse was doing. Rozovic plays it forward, and here's Matt Savoy. Savoy trying to chip it forward. Savoy against Terry, trying to get by the defense. He's cut off, and Hines plays it back to Terry. Here's Nugent-Hopkins on the forecheck against Carlson. Terry trying to skate through the neutral zone. He's going to get checked off the puck. Sent towards Dostal. Or sorry, not Dostal. Husso. Forgot Husso was in the net for a second. My bad. Here come the Ducks. Here's Leo Carlson. Walks in. Good defensive play there by Wallman. Wallman plays it up to Hyman. Hyman into the middle of the ice. He's checked off the puck, and the Ducks another transitional play. Here's Gauthier. Walks in. Shot towards the net. Goes wide, and the puck is behind the Oilers' goal. Here's Nugent-Hopkins with a hit, and puck comes towards Ingram. He's going to hang on to it. As Anaheim, they are looking to they're pushing the pace here. The pain is real, Rana. The pain is real. I need more channel. I'm working on more. I'm working on a whole bunch. I stopped streaming on Twitch for a long time, so there's a lot of things I'm updating to the Twitch streams. Hey, what's going on, Aninga? Hey, thank you so much. Not rude of you at all. This stream is not about me. It's about all of you fans at home watching or listening. It's about the Edmonton Oilers. I'm just here to, provide an outlet for people and have some fun. Puck sent up the ice, goes off of a stick and out of play into the crowd. Yeah, the shots in the third period so far, 5-1 in favor of Anaheim. Not ideal. The Oilers have 6 shots on goal since the first period, by the way. Only 6. It's not enough. Edmonton has to get going. I know I keep saying it, but they have to get going here. Off the face-off, McDavid wins it to Ekholm. Ekholm will send that deep into the Duck zone. Kapanen chases after it against Lacombe. Lacombe takes a hit from Kapanen. McDavid down low to support, but John Carlson will come away with it. Up the middle of the ice. Nice job by Ekholm. Ekholm with a giveaway, though. After he came up with possession, it's going to be flipped in deep by Lacombe. Puck around the boards. Bounces over the stick of a Ducks defender, and here's Kapanen. One-on-one against Seneca. He's going to get checked off the puck. Draisaitl now against Carlson. Centers it out in front. Good defensive play by Lacombe, as McDavid would have been all alone in front if that pass had got there. Pods is the Canuck fan gift to you Oilers. But yeah, hey, thank you. Thank you for that. Podkolzin has been an absolute beast for this team. Szymanski loses possession. Chris Kreider forechecking in the offensive zone. Kreider trying to poke it forward or back to the blue line, and Anaheim with the cycle. Behind the goal, centered in front. Ingram's going to hang on to that. I don't think the Ducks got a shot there. It just kind of bounced on Ingram's pad, and he'll hang on. Leon and Connor have been loaded the whole game. No clue. They've been together the whole game. And it was working, but the Oilers right now, they haven't been pushing the issue. I miss the Oilers that used to keep pushing for offense. I know. This team has it in them. I'd like to see Edmonton keep pushing here. But again, credit to the Ducks. They're desperate. They want to close things out tonight. They don't want to go back home. Because, it's... Oh, here's Szymanski. He'll send that down the ice. And that's an icing on Edmonton. Man, oh man. Anaheim is now shooting the Oilers 6-1 this period. Murphy got the devious smile. Defensive zone face-off for Edmonton again. Nurse is all tied up against Kreider. Puck down low. Look at Murphy, does a good job tying up his man, and it's going to be skated up the ice by Nurse. Nurse with some speed here. Here's Nurse. He'll hit the red line. He'll send it in deep. Curtis Lazar now. He'll come up with possession. Szymanski. He'll play it forward. They're going to blow the whistle. They're saying hand pass. Curtis Lazar with the hand pass. All right. I don't know how to answer that, Aninga. I don't know. That would be crazy, Josh, if the Penguins come back and somehow reverse sweep the Flyers. Only a few teams have ever done it in NHL history. Philly did it to Boston in 2010. I think the last team to do it was the Kings against San Jose in 2014, if my memory serves me correct. Sometimes Unk's memory is not very solid, but y'all can let me know. You can Google it. I think the last reverse sweep was in 2014, first round, LA against San Jose. Interviews are always scary, but I can really use the money. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have an interview coming up? Here's Doc. He'll try and send it back to the blue line. Across to Emberson. Emberson shot on goal and a save for Husso. And there's some rough stuff after the whistle once again. At least the Oilers got a shot this period. Let's go. Push for offense a little bit. Oh, man. And Curtis Lazar's being shoved to the ice there by Washi. Lazar's having a bit of a laugh. He's having fun. Good to see that. You got this, Yan. You got this. Exactly. Just one game at a time if you're Edmonton. I don't know if Evander Kane would make much of a difference this series, if I'm going to be honest. A healthy Evander Kane and an engaged Evander Kane obviously helps a lot. But they're getting lots of depth scoring from Kapanen right now. Podkolzin's been doing good. I agree, Joy. Anaheim's they're trying to goad the Oilers into an after whistle penalty. Cannot feed into that. If Draisaitl wanted to play more physical, yeah, he could be an absolute monster. He could be a big power forward if he wanted to play that style. I will argue he is a power forward. He just doesn't hit as much, Am I going to get GTA 6? Absolutely, I will. If it does come out this year, who knows? Hopefully they don't keep delaying it. That's true, John. Yeah. I am curious what the high danger chances are. Obviously, we'll have an idea of what the high danger chances are after the game. I feel like Edmonton is still leading in high danger chances, but oh my God, Kyle. Could you imagine? It's like, well, looks like it's never coming out. Just kidding. I agree, Bob. That was a horrible non-call. Cannot believe that Kreider didn't get a penalty for that hit from behind on Draisaitl. The last time the Oilers came back from a 3-1 series deficit was 1998 against the Colorado Avalanche. That's pretty crazy that the Oilers took out that Avalanche team, man. Did you miss anything? Nothing too crazy. We'll check the deserve to win meter after the game ends. Puck sent through the neutral zone. Anaheim looking to get possession here. It's going to be played to Trouba. He'll play it to the left to Troy Terry. Good hit by Terry there. Yo, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that shot towards Ingram, and he makes the save. Rebound popped out, and nice job by Gauthier. Shot attempt goes off of a leg and wide, and the Oilers are once again defending around the Oilers' goal. Darnell Nurse trying to come up with it. That's a bad giveaway by Murphy, but Anaheim with not a great pass as it comes through the neutral zone, but Husso sends it up to Lacombe. Lacombe drops it to Carlson with a shot, and Connor Ingram with the save there. So a lot of outside perimeter shots here for Anaheim, but they have really started to ratchet up the shots. Score effects taking over in this one. But yeah, Dakota, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And if you're watching on YouTube, smash that like button, folks. After the stream, I will have a post-game fan reaction. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well so that you don't miss out on daily content here on the Austin Hockey YouTube channel. Appreciate everyone's support tonight, as always. You've been amazing. The positivity and support, as soon as I went live today, has really fed the Oilers and allowed them to play a good game, too. I do believe in good energy, positive energy, good karma, and all of you watching at home have provided that. Defensive zone face-off, won by Lazar. Here's Wallman now. He'll play it up the left boards. Oh, man, and someone fell there, and Hyman was going to chase after it. That's going to be icing. As, again, the Oilers have a chance to break it up the ice, but they just keep icing it right now. Yeah, I appreciate that, Hockey Bench. It's been wild. Yo, another follow on Twitch. Thank you, EJJSLE. Thank you so much. Or Eli. Off the draw here, Anaheim with possession. Lacombe into the middle to Seneca. Seneca gets away from a check. Nice job by Nugent Hopkins, and he just flips it down the ice. He had time to just skate up with it. I don't know why Nuge did that. Why are we just giving them the puck? Oh, boy. Here comes Jackson Lacombe now through the neutral zone. He's going to skate through a couple of bodies. Nice job by Podkolzin. Great defense there. But Anaheim with possession. Seneca with a shot. That goes off a stick and out of play. As Anaheim continues to dominate here with possession, puck time, offensive zone time, the Oilers, they're hanging back. And I don't like this. I do not like this style of hockey. Get this team going up the ice. Hey, what's going on, Rex Radar? How you doing? Yo, Oppie, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Who's making them play like this? It has to be coached. It has to be coached by Knobloch here. Here's Kapanen. He'll just play it down into the Anaheim Duck zone. It feels like Edmonton's just trying to run the clock. I know it's a 3-goal lead, but it's only a 3-goal lead, man. Yo, Jet, thank you for the follow as well on Twitch. Tons of followers on Twitch right now. I appreciate that. Most of my content, of course, is on YouTube, but I do simultaneously stream on Twitch too, so that those of you on Twitch don't miss out. Draisaitl trying to come up with it. Here's Kapanen. Oh, man, dangerous pass, but Ekholm comes up with it. Ekholm playing it up the left boards. McDavid checked off the puck. That was ruled onside. I'm pretty surprised, actually. Here's Hines, leaves it for Moore. Here's Ian Moore towards the Oilers' goal. Nice save by Ingram. And Bouchard with another high flip to the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up by Roslovic. He's going to get checked into the boards. And Lacombe sends it across the ice. Anaheim again on the attack. Into the Oilers' end. Connor Ingram comes out to play it. Here's Colton Dach. He loses possession. Shot towards the goal. Deflected just wide there. And Anaheim can't hold the line. Here's Szymanski, pushes it back, forces Washi back into his own zone. Jackson Lacombe now skates it up the middle of the ice. Here's Lacombe trying to stick handle through a couple of bodies. Nice job by Murphy. Just knocks Lacombe down. Just kind of bullied him. And another high flip just to the neutral zone. The Oilers are going to do this the rest of the game. Oh, it's going to drive me mad. Stop high flipping it down the ice. Maintain possession, you goofs. Colton Dach in on the forecheck. The puck is finally in the Ducks zone. Dach doesn't come up with it. Dach's then cross-checked behind the net, and the Ducks will skate up. Here's Gauthier with speed. Leaves it for Terry. Terry drops it. Here's Leo Carlson. He'll bring it behind the Oilers' net. Nice defensive play by Wallman. He'll just play that to his goaltender, Ingram. He'll hang on. Oh, my God. The way Edmonton's playing right now, it reminds me of that game against Dallas in 2024, Game 6. They had the lead, and then they just, anytime they got possession, they were just flipping it into the neutral zone. I don't like this at all. I don't like that Edmonton is just sitting back right now. This is not a good look. Yeah, lots of viewers tonight. Ass isn't a terrible word. You can say ass. I actually don't usually mind swearing either, as long as it's not directed towards anyone. Yep, you're right, Colby. I agree with you, Christy. Here's Anaheim. Oh, pass in front. Here's a shot towards the goal, and what a save by Ingram. Look at that save by Ingram. He just flashes the leather. His 26th stop of the game. As the Oilers, again, come on, man. Get going here. This is incredibly dangerous style hockey to play. I hate this. I appreciate that, Lauren. You're too kind. I like that you used effing. Shots this period 10-2 in favor of the Ducks. The Oilers just refuse to get in on the attack. Here's Nugent Hopkins off the glass down the ice. Zach Hyman will chase after it now against Minchikov. Here's Hyman, takes Minchikov into the boards. Hyman does a great job on the forecheck to try and come up with possession. Nugent Hopkins against Granlund. Puck behind the Ducks net. The Oilers finally have some offensive zone time. Hyman to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins holds the puck, draining some clock here. I don't mind this shift, right? Here's Nugent Hopkins, maybe getting away with a hook and a hold there. Nice job by Hyman, keeps the play alive for a moment. He'll get it back in deep. Minchikov sends it across to John Carlson. What's going on, Coolistic? I wouldn't say we're in distress, but the team is trying to sit on a 3-goal lead instead of pushing the pace, and I don't like that they're not pushing the issue right now. Here come the Ducks. They'll enter the zone again. Shot attempt towards the goal, blocked in front. Rebound. Ingram makes the save, and here comes Connor McDavid now. He'll skate it up the middle. He's trying to find Kapanen. That puck was blocked in the neutral zone. Evan Bouchard now with a high flip down the ice in the Ducks' end. Here come the Ducks. They'll send it in deep. Behind the net, Ekholm around the boards. Evan Bouchard with another high flip to the neutral zone. The Oilers just keep dumping it down the ice instead of maintaining possession. They just want Anaheim to keep coming in on the attack. This is how you tire yourself out, man. Here's Trouba with a pass attempt. Good stick by Roslovic to block that out of play. And 9:17 to go. The Oilers, look at my heart rate, 130. Look at the heart rate's going up because I'm getting stressed that they're trying to hold this lead right now. I know it's a 3-goal lead. I get it. It's a safe lead. Nothing is safe against this Ducks team. Absolutely nothing. This team scores in bunches. This team has to get going, man. I'm going to freak out. It's the dump and change tactic, and I hate this so much. Oh, God. No, you're good, Joy. My heart rate can get up to like 180. I'll be okay. I got a good ticker. Never worry about me. This is rage bait. The Oilers are rage baiting us. All right. Good call. We'll take the deep breaths, right? In and out, nice and slow. We're not quite there yet, Colby. There we go. Got the heart rate under 100. For now, at least. Oh, no, it's back up to 103. Oh, my goodness. Also, smash the like button if you're on YouTube, by the way. Hit that like button. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. It pushes the content even further. Also, did you all know literally 10 days ago we hit 10,000 subscribers, and we're already not halfway. We're at 10,500 now, so we're like close to 11,000, which is crazy. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been tuning in throughout the postseason, everyone that tuned in the regular season. If you're new here, welcome in. Hopefully you don't see me freak out a little too much, but I do have a lot of energy. Draisaitl has 2 of the goals. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate that, Junkyard. All right. Face off at the Oilers' blue line. Nugent Hopkins fell. Lacombe's going to skate it forward. Lacombe brings it into the Oilers' end, centering out in front. And again, Connor Ingram has to hang on to that one. And geez, the Oilers just not managing the puck. There's some rough stuff after the whistle. You know Anaheim's trying to get Edmonton to take a penalty here late. Love NHL hockey, but it's a good stress, right? Like, it's a good stress. I promise I don't want anyone to worry about me. That's why we have the heart rate monitor. It's entertaining. Steve Dangle should have a heart rate monitor more often. Didn't he do that one year in the playoffs? I feel like he did. I want to say it was against the Bruins in like 2024. He might have done that. I'm not sure. Max Jones is still hurt. The Oilers could surprise, though. I hope they do, Mega Master. I hope this surprised you bigly. Here's Draisaitl off the draw, trying to come up with it. Ducks win the faceoff. John Carlson with a shot towards the goal. It's bouncing around in front. Oh, man, and Draisaitl stepped on the puck. Where is it? It's in the feet of Lacombe. He'll throw towards the net. It's bouncing around. Ingram didn't know where it was. And here's Anaheim with possession. Lacombe against Draisaitl. Loses possession. Sorry, that was against Hyman. And he knocks that into the neutral zone. Here's Anaheim. Mason McTavish. He'll skate it in. He'll drop it back to Lacombe. Lacombe with the shot goes off of a leg and wide. Puck played back to Lacombe. Across the ice. John Carlson towards the net. That's blocked. And Draisaitl with a high flip. Down the ice. That's going to bounce in front of Carlson. Nice job by Podkolzin. Forces the puck to stay deep. Edmonton can make a full change here. Here's Wash. He throws a hit. Here's Ekholm now. He'll play it off the glass into the neutral zone. Here's Hines now. Skates it in the Oilers zone. Bouchard trying to come up with possession. Nice hit. Oh, nice hit by Ekholm against Hines. Here's Savoy. Oh, man. Savoy is dumped in front of the net. Trouba steamrolled Savoy, and the Ducks keep the play in the Oilers zone. Puck is going to be played forward. Kapanen diving to get it out. He can. Here's a shot from the point towards the goal. Oh, Ekholm, he blocks it out in front. Savoy with a hard rim around to nobody. Why did Savoy do that? Anaheim keeps the puck in. Here's Granlund now along the half wall. That's going to be played into the middle. Granlund on his backhand. Good stick by Ekholm. Connor McDavid plays it to the neutral zone. He'll chase it deep. And Anaheim once again resetting here. Oh, look at Jack Roslovic throwing a good hit. Puck at the Oilers' blue line. Jack Roslovic will come up with it. Here's Roslovic now. Sends the puck behind the Ducks net. John Carlson, who's been on the ice for a while here for Anaheim. Puck in the middle. Here's Carlson. He'll play it to the left wing. He'll play it to Killorn. Killorn trying to find Granlund. Puck bounces strangely towards Connor Ingram, and he'll hang on to it. More rough stuff after the whistle here. 7:03 to play in the third. The Oilers, again, this is brutal, man. I hate this style of hockey so much. Now, there's defending, and then there's just like going into a shell. The Oilers have gone into a shell. I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing. Can't say that the Oilers don't make it exciting, I guess, at the expense of all of our emotional state. The Oilers have one shot this period, maybe two, and they were very low danger chances. Lacombe with possession. Oh, man, he's going to lose that. Jack Roslovic off the glass. Draisaitl will skate after it against Lacombe. Oh, sorry, Dickinson was pressuring Lacombe. 6:49 to play in the third period. Here's Granlund with a shot blocked by Murphy. Roslovic along the half wall plays it back to Murphy. Murphy to Nurse. Up the wall. Roslovic leaves it for Nurse. Nurse into the corner. He had no one to pass to. Oh, the Nurse does a great job to tie up Seneca, and here comes Edmonton. Lazar, he'll just dump the puck in to the corner. Here's John Carlson. He's being all tied up here by Zach Hyman. Puck is going to be played in deep by Podkolzin. Oilers just going to sit back and wait for Anaheim to press forward here. Here come the Ducks now. Up the middle of the ice. Deflected in deep. Puck is going to be played up the right wall. Here's Podkolzin off the glass. Doesn't get it out. Puck flown to the middle of the ice and sent down the ice by Wallman as Anaheim has to reset back in their own zone. Less than 6 minutes to play in the third period. Dumped in deep by the Ducks. Ingram out of his net to play it. Loses possession. Here's Terry against Wallman. McDavid to Draisaitl, and the Oilers might have some speed here. McDavid tries to find Draisaitl. Left circle here. He'll throw a shot on net. Husso with the save, and he's forced to hang on. And the Oilers will actually get an offensive zone faceoff. Can you believe it, folks? Holy smokes. We have our final commercial break of the third period here coming up. At least they do it with the lead. It's a style that I don't like, but at least they are keeping Anaheim to the outside. They are keeping the Ducks to the outside. I'll give them credit there. Look at the 5-on-5 stats, man. Look at this. Look at the shot attempts. 48-27 in favor of Anaheim. Let's look at the third period. The shot attempts in the third period, 22-2. The Oilers dominate the first period, and then they've just been sitting on... Look at this. Look at this chart. Every tick downward is a shot attempt for Anaheim. Look at this. The Oilers had the shot metrics and possession metrics, and then this third period hits, and whoa, second period into the third. I hate that. That's horrible to look at. 22-2 are the shot attempts this period. Only one high danger chance for the Ducks, though, so that's good defending, right? Right, only one high danger chance this period for Anaheim. So the Oilers, again, they're doing a good job keeping them to the outside, but this style of hockey is not sustainable, man. If the Oilers were holding on to a 1-goal lead, this would be absolutely horrifying to watch. But this is what they did. This is what they've done in the past. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It won't be, Svensson. It definitely won't be enough. Not even close. Frederick is a healthy scratch today, yeah. Yo, Canuck fan with 100 bits, thank you so much. I'd look at the chart, but third period Oilers put me to sleep. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't like that Edmonton goes into the shell, man. So 5:34 to go in the third. Shots are 30-20 in favor of Anaheim as they have completely dominated possession in the third period. Actual shots on goal, 12-2 Ducks in the third. Puck in the neutral zone. Josh Szymanski trying to knock that puck forward. It's bouncing around the neutral zone. Lacombe comes up with it. He'll play it across to John Carlson. Back to Lacombe. Lacombe plays it up to VL. And Husso, there's an empty net for Anaheim here. Down 3. Here's Carlson towards the goal. Good save by Ingram and a high flip down the ice. Here's John Carlson. So empty net for the Anaheim Ducks. They're down by 3, so they pulled their goaltender early. Here come the Ducks now. Here's Seneca against Bouchard. Oh, man, Seneca takes a hard hit by Bouchard. Here's Ekholm. He'll send it into the neutral zone. Doesn't put it towards the net. Killorn to John Carlson. Here's Lacombe. Lacombe with a hard rim. Deep into the Oilers net, or Oilers zone. Ekholm up the boards. Draisaitl protects. Up to the blue line, kept in by Anaheim. Lacombe towards the corner. Here's Seneca. Back to Lacombe at the point. Lacombe towards the goal. Blocked in front. Evan Bouchard trying to grab possession. It comes all the way around to John Carlson. Into the slot area, comes to Kapanen. Kapanen, he'll skate through the neutral zone, trying to get past a couple defenders, but Anaheim with possession. The Ducks turned over by Bouchard, and Anaheim with possession again. Here's Granlund up the middle. Anaheim has the puck, and here's Gauthier across the ice, and that was a backdoor play. Seneca just missed the net. McDavid can't get it out. Puck at the blue line, and they finally do get it into the neutral zone. Oh, my God. 3:50 to play in the third. The Ducks have pulled their goaltender down by 3. Oh, nice job by Darnell Nurse. Doesn't allow a clean zone entry. Here's Troy Terry now. Troy Terry drops it back. Here comes Leo Carlson. Carlson walks into the Oilers zone, into the slot, plays it to the blue line, comes across to Hines. Down low to Terry, to Hines. Here's a one-timer, and that stick exploded. Cutter Gauthier's, that is. Anaheim maintains possession, though. McTavish to Terry. Here's Terry now. He'll play it to Hines with a shot towards the Oilers' net. That deflects wide. Podkolzin trying to grab it. Comes to Nurse. Off the glass. Not out. Puck still loose. A high stick by Nugent Hopkins, and it is finally cleared by Hyman. And here are the Ducks. They still have full possession. 2:55 to play in the third. Anaheim with the net pulled, down by 3. Oilers have been nursing this lead the whole third period. Here's Jack Rozovic. He prevents the zone entry for Anaheim, and puck is, and there's going to be too many men penalty come up to Anaheim. Too many men penalty to the Anaheim Ducks. That is probably going to do it for this one. Joel Quenneville is not happy. I love how that's the penalty that gets called in this one. That's the penalty. Everything that they let go in the third period, that's the penalty that they decide to call. I would be pretty mad too if I was Joel Quenneville, if I'm going to be completely honest. I love all the emotes. When you send emotes on Twitch, they fly around the screen, so I love to see that. So the Oilers do have a power play here. I'm just putting 0-0 as the penalty because it was a bench minor for too many men. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Now there was too many players on the ice there. It was just not a good change. So this is going to kill a couple more minutes, and this should theoretically force a game 6 here. If you're the Oilers, though, put the top unit out and get another one. Honestly, I would get another goal here. I don't care that Anaheim's shorthanded for two minutes. I would put the top, and they are going to have the top unit out. Oh, look at all the cats flying around the screen. I love it. I wish this happened on YouTube as well. Yeah, Ingram played great, man. Connor Ingram, fantastic game for him. McDavid's going to take the face-off. He'll win it back. Here's Wallman to Draisaitl. Left circle. Draisaitl down low to McDavid. Here's McDavid. Holds on to the puck. He'll play it across. Yo, Wolf with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Draisaitl back to Wallman. Across to Bouchard. Bouchard almost loses it. Nice keep by Hyman. Wallman to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to Wallman, and the Oilers are just playing keep away with this puck. I would like them to maybe shoot a puck on net. I'd like them to shoot a puck on net, please. Get something towards Husso. Here's Bouchard into the middle. Hyman on his backhand. Protects. Wallman around the boards to McDavid. Here's McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard across, trying to find Bouchard, and Anaheim will send that up the middle of the ice. Anaheim with possession, and here comes VL. He'll send it in deep. Yeah, and Evan Bouchard will bring the puck behind his net. 1:45 to go in the third. A minute left on the power play. Bouchard's letting his team know, hey, go for your change. They're killing some clock here. Here's Bouchard behind his net. Bouchard up to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins through the neutral zone. He'll give it to Kapanen. Kapanen spins away from a check. He'll play it to Nurse. Nurse almost with a giveaway, almost had a breakaway for Anaheim. And here comes the Ducks. Here's Washi. He'll send it in deep. Washi behind the Oilers' goal. Ekholm to Nurse. Nurse with possession. He has it behind his net. And the crowd giving a good cheer here. 1 minute to play in the third period. The Oilers are going to kill their own power play, which is fine. They're killing the clock. And the Oilers have forced a Game 6, assuming they hold on for the next 50 seconds. Game 6 will be Thursday night in Anaheim. I will be back live during Game 6, so if you want to make sure you're here for that, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, as we will have a fan reaction after this game. Of course, tomorrow, a day after discussion. Thursday morning, a pregame report. Thursday night, we will be back here for another live stream. Liam with the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Robo with the $6.99 super chat. Thank you so much. 18 seconds left here in the third period. Puck sent into the Ducks zone. Jacob Trouba's just going to hang on to it. He'll skate it forward. He'll give it to Washi. And with 8 seconds left, doesn't look like the Ducks are going to force anything. A shot from distance goes wide. And Oilers fans, it could be their final game of the season in Rogers Place. Got to make sure that there's no rough stuff after the whistle here. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen. Cooler heads will prevail, as Jack Michaels likes to say. The Oilers with a massive, 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 massive win tonight against the Anaheim Ducks. They force a Game 6. They're not going down without a fight. I didn't like how they played that third period, but I'm not going to critique the win. We're not going to critique the win tonight. In tonight's fan reaction, it's nothing but good vibes. And right when this live stream started, by the way, the vibes from all of you watching at home were immaculate. So thank you all so much for that. You really, increased my spirits. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty down coming into this game, but y'all really got me into a good mindset before the game started. So I appreciate that. We'll see you for Game 6, Ducks fan. We'll see you for Game 6, my friend. This series is far from over. but the Oilers have to play better. The Oilers have to hit another level for Game 6. Like, I understand that they had the lead and that, you're just holding on to it. I want Edmonton to push a little bit more. The Oilers dominated the first period and then they just defended the rest of the game. They went into a shell. I hate that. But play La Bamba here. Let me get one of the victory chain. Do we go with the Draisaitl? Draisaitl victory chain tonight? What do we think? I think we're doing the Draisaitl victory chain. He had 2 goals. What do we think? The Leon Draisaitl victory. Look at this handsome gentleman. Huh? What do you think? Do we give Draisaitl a big old kiss tonight? Give him a big old kiss right on the forehead. Mwah. Great game from Draisaitl. Love to see that. Love to see that, folks. All right, so yeah, I'm going to record the fan reaction. That's going to be up in the next hour or 2. Hopefully I get it up before midnight local time, but I'll do my best to get up before midnight local time. Should I scream as loud as I can, as long as it's not going to wake anyone up around you? Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Nita. Listen, that's an Autobot thing. Not Autobot as in Transformer, but like I have a bot set up to prevent spam, but that's you're all good. Do a live fan reaction. I'll save the live fan reactions for different circumstances. No live fan reaction tonight. But yeah, in the deserved winometer. In the fan reaction, I will be going over the deserved winometer. I'll be going over all the stats. We'll talk about the storylines of this game. And of course, we'll get set up for Game 6. We'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Thank you all so much for all of your support. I do have to give a lot of shout-outs here. A lot of shout-outs. Hold on. No Clues just spamming like crazy. Let me give the post-game shout-outs 1 second. There was a lot of donations today and a lot of memberships. Thunders with the 5 gifted. Chilled Grease with the 279. Mauricio with the 279. Alex with the gifted. Mesmer 699. Robo 699. Withers 699. Floppa with the 2-month membership. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that. The tab crashed. Love to see that. You love to see that, folks. We'll go here. We had Joy with the $5. So thank you so much for that, Joy. Your first super chat on a stream. Thunders with another gifted. $30 from Hockey Art. Spiky with the 5. SL 825 with the $13.99. BP with the 2. Taken with the 10. Prototech with the 5 gifted. Marsbar with the $20 super chat. Thunders with the gifted. Rana the King with $13.99. Thank you so much for that, Rana. Hockey Art with another $10 super chat. 8-Bit Tacos $1.99. Withers $6.99. Golf with the $5 and Robo with another $6.99. And of course the membership or the subscriptions from Canuck on Twitch as well. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that, everyone. Appreciate that, every single one of you. We're not going to Cancun, not yet. Season's not done yet. We're not going to Cancun yet, folks. Look at the shots in the third period, 13-3. The Oilers had 8 shots on goal after the first period. That's horrible. We'll talk about that. We'll see you soon, folks. Thank you for being the best fans on the planet. You are seriously incredible. And we'll see you in the next one, all right? We'll see you soon. Another live stream on Thursday. Make sure that you are sticking around for that. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell so that you're notified of my uploads and live streams. We'll see you soon, okay? Great win tonight. Tell them that you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers. Look at this handsome gentleman. We'll see you later, Liam. Goodbye, Liam. Everyone say goodbye to Liam on Twitch. Bye, Liam.